Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to this Sunday's Making Them Think podcast. We have in the studio, of course, our co-host, Miss Connie Johnson.
Hey.
And our guest host, Mr. Al Van Handle. See how I did? I even put the...
I saw what you did there. You get the whole Chinese.
Got it all in there like that. You taught me well. See that? When you teach me something, I try to capture it and use it. How about that? Oh, guys, we are back this Sunday by popular demand as far as the topic. Are black women too masculine, or are black men incapable of leading? Last week's show, we dug into it deep, kind of dissected that thing really, really good. Got a lot of enlightenment from both the male and female perspective, and actually, I guess, applied some of the things that we said, that at least I know I did. I applied some of other things that and what I mean by applied, started to look at them a little differently, and maybe, approaching different situations a little differently when they arise. First and foremost, I want to tell everyone it is a happy but sad day. We are losing our co-host, Miss Connie Johnson.
Oh, not mad about it.
I know. Miss Johnson is furthering her career. And we'll say continuing on.
That's right.
In her career. Of course, when you get those job opportunities that you can't turn down, and you're a free spirit, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna take that. Right. So she is moving, and this will be her last show. She will no longer be in the state of Michigan as far as next Sunday. Next Sunday. So this is our last show with Miss Connie Johnson, and that's the whole reason we're gonna make it a good one. We're going to make it. That's it. That's it.
And of course, when she comes back in,
that's right.
That's right.
No, and I'm looking at you because we here. Co-host from afar.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, you ain't getting rid of us that easy.
Right.
No.
But wait a minute. But hopefully, we can get a new co-host to come on in.
Well, they ain't gonna replace Connie.
Right.
They replace Connie.
Right. And then if we do get a new co-host, we'll always have a male perspective.
That's right. Absolutely.
And then I appreciate the mindset
of
that mind perspective. Yeah, don't play now. And then you know me, because I'm going to have to stand my ground. I'm going to have 2 of them. Mark and Al.
But Mark always been fair, though.
Oh.
No!
Nothing you can handle that.
Did you hear that? I screamed that to the
like you screamed. I was just about to say the same shit. You have to scream to the mountaintops, goddamn.
Keisha, you can handle that.
Of course, you know this.
So what you're saying is she can handle 2 men. Al, ladies and gentlemen,
and Al, exactly. And as you guys can see, as far as Al coming on as the co-host, we will definitely have to watch our words, because he capitalizes on every opportunity he can to convert that into his meaning. So we got that. We have that. Guys, I want to start today's show. And don't get me wrong, still on topic, but just a little aside, but it kind of proves a point to what Connie and I are saying concerning men. We're not going to even say black men. We're just, the only reason and let me make this clear, disclaimer, the only reason that we said are black women too masculine and black men is because we're addressing this in reference to our community. That's the only reason that was the topic. But what I'm about to say now is in reference to men in general. I made a comment last Sunday that said, I don't want to toot my own horn. But I can almost guarantee that if I were to come into a man's life permanently, that I would make an impact. And Mr. Al's statement was, why does every woman think that? Remember he said that? He said that. So this is my thing. Okay. This is the question that I have to ask. Get ready, Connie, because you're about to slide right on in here. If that is the case, that I am, as a woman, am confident in my ability to love a man to the point that I can get him to, maybe see things different, alter his life, and, change some. why would the and then he looked at Mark. Remember, Mark? Hey,
Well,
why
he was
every
speaking to
woman? Okay.
Yeah, that's what he was talking to when he said
That
it.
was
For
it.
confirmation.
Okay. For
He looked at him for
Well, it
confirmation.
wasn't.
Thank you, Connie. Stay with me, Connie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you know
Not
I got your back
necessarily.
all the time.
I don't come on with it. See, now, because y'all making this a tag team now. So
Yeah,
come on
it's
with
gonna
it.
be a tag team.
Let Mark tell it. Ain't a
So-
problem with tag team.
None at all.
Well,
We
let
got
Al
you.
tell it, not
And
Mark.
then wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
None at all.
So-
Oh, we knew who she was referring to. None at all. So
Where's my
go
Tito?
ahead.
The Tito. I was just gonna say the Tito's
no,
are in the
no, the
building,
vodka.
guys.
No,
Y'all
the
got
vodka.
Oh,
them.
yeah, the vodka.
The
The vodka.
When
the
Tito
vodka.
sends
Where's
us
my
a
drink?
check, we will have start using their name.
Right,
I like the way this guy thinks. I like the way this guy thinks.
The vodka. Okay, guys. So, and Al,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
that is the case,
Uh-huh.
what made you? I don't want to say if that's the case.
No,
if that's how I
use that.
feel about. What do you think? Black men think. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. What do you think men think? Why would that statement, that me making that statement, and such a statement, because what man wouldn't want that? What made you say, why does every woman think that?
Okay.
Is that because
So let me answer that question before
Okay.
we go any further.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reverse it just a little bit.
Take your time.
Every man. No, we got an hour. We're gonna be done in and out of here in an hour. I don't
No,
care
we
what
got two.
nobody
Connie said we doing two.
say. Okay. So we do it too. Y'all.
take your time.
Sit back and
buckle your
buckle your
seatbelt.
Take your time. Do it
So-
right. Take your time. Do
Let's
it
Every-
right.
get it.
Every woman says to a man, "I'm not what you said." The reverse would be, and this is why I was directing the question to Mark.
Okay.
The reverse is when a woman. How many women have heard, "I'm gonna be the best lover you've ever had," and all this other crap
From a man.
from a man? That's the reverse.
Okay.
And so the question was really a question of trying to get an understanding as to why do women do that? Why do women feel that they're going to make that man better if they've never taken the time to get to know that man's vision? Just like a man's never taken even the time to know what the physical is for that woman.
Or even at the core of that, I would say that a man would hear, like, forget all of the icing that you put on the cake, right? The cake that the man hears is, this woman wants to change me,
Okay.
and that's it. So what we're saying is, why do women always feel like that they can come in and change a man? Like, oh, I can change him, no matter what the change may be. And then on the other side of the coin of that is it's kind of sort of you speaking towards not being satisfied with the man and who he is. Like, I need to change him into who he needs to be for me.
Okay. Now.
But for women though, we are naturally nurturers. So I don't necessarily think we're trying to change you. We're just nurturers. And we are motherly figures. So we're not meaning or consciously meaning to treat you guys like children, but we are just, and make you guys do things a certain way or change you. It's just that when we come in, we're coming in to nurture. If you're doing something wrong, well, no, baby, let's do it this way. Not intentional, but that's just our nature and how we try to make what
So
we
it's all
see.
about the person and how they take
Right,
what's
and
being
see,
said.
Yeah.
key word though, I'm going to refer to Al's answer. Al says she hasn't had a chance to understand his vision. But my comment was, if I come into a man's life permanently. So of course, me being there permanently, because that's what I was basing that on, and what I meant by permanently was once I get to know him, because at the end of the day, the only thing that is going to allow that man, as far as me feeling like I can stay here permanently, is actually understanding that is the kind of man that would allow a woman's advice. That's what I meant. When I'm the kind of man who would be strong enough.
That's right.
To
Not
be
intimidated.
submissive enough.
Let me
And
say
I'm only
this.
wait a minute, one moment. But I'm only using the word submissive, Al, in the reference to how you explained submissiveness as far as a man to us last week. So that's all I was saying. A man who, if I'm in his life permanently and I see his vision and we kind of rocking, like, okay, we can do this. Of course we're gonna have our differences. That's just life. But what I was saying is, that's why I said the word permanently. And what to capitalize on my statement is to say, for a man who is willing to allow a woman to work with him, because as you can see, kind of, we have to watch the word.
That's
because
right.
Mark says, what you mean, you won't come in and say you got to change me? No, I'm not saying that. But a man who, I'm in your life, I see some ways that can be improved. And don't get me wrong, flip script. You may notice that about me, and say, babe, a woman would, and and da 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 da. I'm not trying to change you, but I just wanted you to know, kind of look at things this way, and this way. And of course, a woman being submissive, and then me spending time with you and agreeing with your mindset. I'm open to your suggestions. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by I didn't mean change him, but if I come into his life, he gonna feel me. He gonna feel me all day.
So there was a movie called the Big Greek Wedding or something like that, where the women got together.
I saw some of that. Yeah.
The women got together, and they wanted to make the man feel like it was his idea. That is the only way to get with a man's
I know
idea.
that. And then what I call
Because the
that.
second that you start talking about what you want to do, that means that you have a vision of where this family or where this relationship is going.
Yeah.
And we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
That means that you have a vision. I have a vision. That's do. That's die. That's die vision.
Dive it, yeah.
So the idea would be, and this is what I was saying, but because the way I interpreted it, what you were saying was that you're coming in to change.
No.
The way I'm just saying the interpretation was like so, and I said to just like when a man says that statement about a woman, they have not taken the time to get to know her body. They have not.
Exactly.
Do I like you like that? They're just saying trying to entice her, and then they think that's enticing when it's really a turn
It's
on.
not. It is. It really is.
To be able to say, you know what, and that's the key though. That's where I was saying to you that and I was trying to see if I was alone in that. And that's why I looked at Mark, and I was talking to Mark. And so when you try to interrupt two men talking, that's when I said that. Like we're talking.
You did it again.
Did you not?
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, you slid that. Right
We
up
caught
there.
it.
We got that every
We
time.
caught it.
We the umpires of this.
Yeah,
Every time.
absolutely.
We gonna catch that every time. But okay, and so that's what I was saying in reference to that. But and then so I need a little clarification as far as the statement I meant, because what I thought you meant is a woman will come into a man's life, because you remember, Connie, when you was like, I'd be the one to change him or something you said.
Did I say that?
And then no. And so
Roar
what I was
comes the alpha
saying
female.
is, and so what I was saying is, and what I thought you meant was, men are out here in the way that they're out here involved with so many women. So why does this one woman always think that she's the one who's going to change him? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I meant by if I'm in a man's life permanently. Because to deal with a man and you understand that is what he does, he dibbles and he dabbles.
Explaining that you know that you're valuable. You know that you're a good woman. That's all you're saying. It's not saying that you're looking to change a man. Like you're gonna, whoever I'm with, he just gonna bend and fold and conform to whoever. But see, that's how it sounds. You know what I mean? No matter how nicely you deliver it, it's like, okay, you just think you're gonna come in and just change everything about me, huh? I'll show you. And that was the kickback. It's like, all right, I'm not gonna change no matter what.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Wouldn't you agree that there needs to be some type of change on both sides?
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's why I
said
said
it's going to be a relationship. But coming into it sometimes like that, it makes it okay. It's a battle. It's a competition.
Oh, you coming in?
Right.
It depends on the mindset of the person.
That's what I meant by if the man is willing enough to allow the woman's advice.
Yeah.
Because some men you meet and deal with for a while, and then when he realizes that, to deal with her, I need to change. Yeah. And that's when I can see a man being like, but no. I mean, you see, now it's a battle because he's realized the value of the woman that he has, but at the same time, she's already decided that she likes me, so she's not going to come in here and change nothing.
Allow me this, please. Give me 10 seconds just to break this down so that you have a clear understanding.
And it will forever be broke.
So, I doubt that. Not with y'all too. Anyway, so here's the situation. A man has a vision. And once you get into a relationship like you were talking about, we've already gone past the big booty and the breast. Now I want to see how you're going to fit into that vision. The club girl, we jumped off and jumped on. That ain't who we talking about when you were saying that. When we get to that point, we need to make sure that she's not going to try to take that vision, but be a part of that vision when I was talking about my ex-wife, I didn't call her the head or my side. I called her the neck. An intricate part on what she had to do in that relationship, in that body of that time.
Exactly.
And that is what I was trying to share with you, that it does take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But we're going to be looking for that woman.
Yeah.
That will be our neck. And now mind you, every man's vision is different. And I don't know. I have no answers as to why the creators of the universe decided to give the man the vision. And it could be that he didn't. One of the biggest arguments that I have is I believe that God is a woman.
Yeah, I do too.
You know,
I do too.
And as I break it down, and I'm like,
too.
you know, he made us in the image of our own selves. Okay, well, who creates life? Women. Now, with that said, though, please understand that we need to realize that for the last umpteen hundred years, our women, African American women, have been put in positions that they should not be in. They just have, and so now we need to, if we're going to win this war, we need to first acknowledge that to be able to say, okay, now that you've been put into that position, I don't want to knock you off of your crown, but at the same time, we need to build our family unit up.
And I do believe that is what T.G. Jakes was saying, because he was saying, and we're losing our homes.
Yeah.
He said that too.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're climbing the corporate ladder, and you know, that, and we're losing home.
Yeah.
But that's the part, and I agree wholeheartedly as far as, and I'm sorry, before I say I agree wholeheartedly, can you give me an example of what you mean when you say women out outside of their roles? What do you mean by that?
In Michigan, you have grass.
Okay.
And you have lawnmowers. How many women mow their own lawn and think it's okay? It's not.
Okay.
I
know?
enjoy it.
I do. I swear.
And I enjoy it too. But you know what? Now you have a 13-year-old in the basement playing video games while you're out mowing the lawn.
Well, wait,
Oh,
wait,
no,
you didn't,
no,
wait,
I didn't know
wait,
you meant that way. Okay,
You didn't
clarify that.
You
Oh,
didn't
no,
clarify.
because
get your butt out of it.
But understand this. I mean, because they're protective, and now I use that as just a symbolism. But I mean, in my trade, I will go into a house and I will see a 13, 17, 24-year-old man that can do what she's paying me $150 to do.
Yeah.
You follow me? So, because again, that's and I don't think that that's the role because of the fact that we don't model.
Okay, so here.
Sorry, I agree.
Okay, so let me say this: when
You're
my
supposed
husband
to
was
disagree.
when my husband was alive,
Your job.
that was one of our things we did together. The lawn, we
We
did
did
our
too.
landscape.
Me
Yeah,
and Daryl did too.
and so I enjoyed from time to time mowing the lawn, but in the wintertime, I loved snow blowing. So he would stand there and I would snow blow our yard. And the image and the perception of that was, or could have been, why is he making her do all of the work while he's just standing there watching? But I enjoyed it to the point where sometimes I wanted to go in my neighbor's yard and blow their snow. It was a toy to me, and that's something I wanted to enjoy. But again, based on what you're saying, you know, the perception of that was, you know, I was outside of my role. Although I enjoyed it, and my husband and I knew, you know, what was going on. And so why does there have to be a role as opposed to what can make our household run smoothly?
Connie,
upon something that we both
agree
agree on.
This is where I'm going to get on your team. Exactly. Your husband had no issues with it. That made it okay.
Okay.
If you were out there because you had to or because he was lazy, there's a new Facebook or social media post because they didn't send me a check that said, you know, the lazy husband, and he's going around doing lazy things, and it's funny, you know, but at the same time, but what he was there, and he was there in spirit, and he was looking at you, and he probably was the one that got it out from the garage and started it up for you, you know, which that was, and you said to him, I want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and he's no problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a combat
That's a team.
situation.
That's
Yeah,
a team.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
that is it.
he knew you really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know, now I date a lot. You know, and
Oh.
why
It's
you-
okay.
why
It's
shut
all
up?
right. I know you just wanted to go to the amphitheater. That was it.
But you know what had happened?
What
I had like 19 people be like, "You taking her to the amphitheater for real?" So I was like, "I can't go now." Like you got her phone number. I'm like, I can't
Don't
go
worry
now.
about it. That's
He talk about it. He ain't being about
He
it.
ain't
That's
being
the
about
whole
it. I'm
thing.
scared.
Just
You
sitting here
know,
telling-
you
no.
better be scared.
right.
You better be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not,
keep
not,
But
not
nevertheless.
no, cause I'm not scared. He needs to be frightened.
Yes, he should. Yeah.
Well, see what happened was.
Yeah. What?
We put the public on notice. See, if the public didn't know, we probably would have been at the amphitheater.
I'm not gonna be a secret to nobody, so
No?
I could care less about the public knowing. You know, I'm just
don't
hey,
know.
and I did you feel
What
me
he
get a
said-
little bit?
I did. I felt it
What
come
he's
all
saying
along.
is it wasn't everybody's damn business.
Yeah, I don't think not that
you
much.
It
know,
ain't about you being a secret.
No,
See,
no,
you
but wait.
reaching
Thank
with
you,
that.
man.
Now, wait a minute,
appreciate
Connie. Wait, I got
it.
Mark.
Confirmation.
No, I got Mark.
Get
I
him.
got Mark.
Get him,
And then
cuz,
you gonna
get him.
say it ain't for everybody, but we discussed it on 7 Mile Live.
Well,
And it
And
didn't happen.
everybody
That's the
hear
point.
it.
That's
And
what he's
didn't
saying.
happen.
That's why it didn't happen, because it wasn't everybody's business, because it came everybody's business, and now everybody inserted their opinions and feelings about it.
So
It
let me
ruined it.
understand this. Let me understand this.
That wasn't keeping you a
the,
secret.
we could be each other's soulmate, but because you're so concerned about
It's the first date,
Per-
Connie.
I-
first
no,
date.
hold on. No.
See there? They
It's the
should have
first
ran
date. No.
with that.
Because she
You-
reaching again.
No,
She
I'm not
extend-
reaching.
she-
I'm not
she
reaching.
extendo.
I'm not reaching.
Put the
He
hand
said,
with the
I'm
button it
going
This
off
is a
of what.
7-foot ceiling.
No,
if
I'm
we was
going-
in a 20-foot ceiling, then you might be able to reach that high.
No,
You
I'm
reaching.
going off of what you said.
Okay, going
Right.
off of what
You
I said.
Get 'em, cuz
we
off.
didn't go because it wasn't everybody's business.
On the first date.
It
I'ma
doesn't.
shut up.
it
Well, no,
does not-
Mark, let me say
Man,
this.
And let me tell you why it could have been a great thing.
Right.
Because we were on the radio, because they knew that we were supposed to go to the amphitheater or what have you, they could have been there rooting us on. All right, y'all, go on. But because you're so concerned about perspective and everybody else's thought, you chose not to take moi.
Well,
He
no.
knew
To
they
the
wasn't rooting. He
amphitheater.
knew they wasn't
Your
rooting
loss.
for him. I
But
mean,
wait
come
a
on.
minute.
loss.
That was
No,
another
but
reach.
this is the thing. This
That's
is the
not
thing.
over
And,
with.
I'm about to capitalize
Come
on
on,
it, cuz,
cuz,
and they
get 'em.
finna hate us.
Come
They
on.
don't get, you see, they together today.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, too. You could have, and I'm not even saying anything
They coulda
serious,
been cheering us on.
anything. We could have been the best of friends.
We are the best of
Forever.
friends.
I'm talking about
Forever.
at the
Best of
ever.
friends.
But the way we became the best of friends is because
Yeah.
we didn't care about what nobody.
Nobody-
That's my friend. You can take it however you want to. If I took her, if I didn't.
Yeah.
That's my friend.
Exactly.
And I don't owe anyone an explanation about
Preach.
that. Me and my
Preach.
friend with the
Allow me.
amphitheater.
That's the problem. But here's the problem,
Uh-huh.
and he just said it. He
Okay.
dated a lot of women.
That's
You see what I'm saying?
and see, that's the thing. So, what impression are all those women under to the point that he didn't want their opinion on him taking you to the
They can't
amphitheater?
handle the truth.
No. Look at Mark.
I believe that
That's
question was directed to me. So
I'm
let,
sorry,
let,
okay.
let me rock with it.
Okay.
Hey,
So
while
I love.
he's talking. Can I get the lighter, please? Because I need to puff on my cigar.
Oh,
I need
look,
to
wait,
puff
I,
on
wait.
my
I love.
cigar.
I love the
Hold on.
idea.
Wait, let's address
What?
the comments really quickly. One mama, they were here with us today, y'all. Carolyn said we need our good men to stop grabbing hold of our young men to show them the way. If
Yeah.
our men not going to step up to lead the way, what do they expect us women to do?
Mm-hmm.
Now, wait a minute. Someone named Tracy Jacobs, she said LOL at you and Al. And Connie, what you said in reference to Al caring about opinions, and Connie said, I'm sorry, Carolyn said, I felt that. And then Carolyn says, he has something to hide. And someone named Tori Robinson Pippins,
Hi, Tori.
Hey, Tori.
she said, it's his loss.
Tell him, Tori. Tell
You
him,
ain't gonna get
Tori.
your chance to tell him.
I love
Get
you,
this
Tori.
good feminine friendship I can have
Tori,
with you.
this is directed to Tori. Tori, I don't have a problem with Spirit. So it ain't my loss because I can just jump on a plane wherever she going. It don't matter. Real quick. I ain't got a problem with that. Pick me up from the airport. So, but
We don't like how you had these good comebacks.
I'm just saying. Look, a lot of people. I don't fly Spirit. I felt Delta. I got here with $39 now.
I hear you.
We good.
We got-
I didn't need a lot of clothes when I got there. We're good. So anyway, what I was saying to you though is that I am a Facebook fiend. It's like my crack cocaine. And when Facebook shows food, I will post it. But one of the rules that I have, I'll say, look, first, I want to go because I do actively date. I am looking for a wife.
So I'm actively dating
date.
because
So
of that.
One of the
Gotcha.
things that I've instilled because of the fact that I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings is that if you put my business out in the street, you ain't going because you want to be better. And unfortunately, women battle each other. That's what that's about. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's the fact that when because I'll be like, hey, case in point, there was a guy that's doing it. Well, he might send us a check though. Black man. He's going around the Midwest and on the East Side, and he's showing all the food of black-owned restaurants, right? And I'm sitting here like, and there was
I know who you're talking
yeah, and he has a
Follow
T-shirt.
him on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
And so I said, I want to go. It's on 7 Mile. Put it on Facebook. I had 3 people comment, and the second that they commented, they disqualified themselves because I don't want anyone to know where I'm at, whether I'm hiding it or not. It's no one else's business who I eat with. You know, everyone else that I've talked to in that is in my life, I'm like, look, I'm single. Now, there are single and there are single. Last week, I was
Can
single.
you differentiate the two, please? I need to understand what's single
And
and what's
single.
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 I
Say you
need to
single when you're
understand
really
that.
Okay, so from a religious perspective, my pastor from the pulpit, my original pastor said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not married, you are single.
Okay, that is correct. I agree.
Now, to be single is meaning that you have no entanglements, nothing could put bare, no one's gonna hurt. You know, last week when I was on the show, I was single, which, you know, because of something that had happened, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
You know, because I was single. That person who thought was put somewhere else because of the actions it instilled. Right? Now, a week later, I don't know. I may not be single. I may be single.
I'm still lost on
Got-
that. I'm still,
yeah,
I'm still
that
lost on
last
that.
explanation
Yeah,
threw
I'm,
me
I'm
to the
still
left.
lost on
But
that.
I will say this: this is the kind of man that I would have respect for. Let's say this, in reference to attempting to get to know me, and that would honestly be what you just said. You know, I mean, everything on the table. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not doing. I see her, and I see her. As long as he don't see him, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But
What's wrong with him, though?
I cannot. You can go ahead and see him by yourself. But I can't deal
I mean,
with
not that
nobody.
I have any sugar in the tank, but
Yeah, no.
that is just so.
No,
That's
I'm
just
sorry,
wrong.
babe, I'm sorry. Nah, then I'm gonna be all mentally when I'm in the bed with you trying to figure out if I'm competing with old boy because I won't even be able to
Competing with
get
old
it.
boy.
Yeah, we're talking about a P-Valley situation.
Oh,
No, and that's what I'm saying. I said as long as a man is honest and saying I see her, and her.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So he
You
laid
know,
all his
but
cards out on
then
the
I
table.
said,
You have to
as
decide.
long as
yeah.
you ain't seeing him,
Well, see,
I'm
the,
cool.
yeah,
the thing is that my daughter is a lesbian.
Yeah.
And so a lot of my friends are lesbians.
Yeah.
And I am what it would be considered a ambassador or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, to the
Yeah.
gay
And
community.
no, don't get me wrong.
Because I believe love is love.
Oh no. That
yeah.
part I do.
Yeah.
But my input on that too is because I have very close relatives who are,
Yeah.
you know, so I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, and
Yeah.
that got it.
You got
nothing
But-
wrong with what you do, but I
But
just know.
I'm not going to include myself in
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
do because you do that and I understand it. But I
Right.
understand it so much that I also understand I don't want no parts in that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. No knock again. Oh, please go
Yeah.
do you all day. And
We can hang out.
I
you know.
what?
But,
And
but as
I
long
wanna
as you
say
know where
something
the
so bad,
line
I can't,
is,
though.
and you don't cross that line.
Well, that's
you
what I'm
know.
saying. And then see, that's my thing. If you were to make me aware, like, yeah, I'm sleeping with, I sleep with men. So, okay, we'll just be cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not knocking what you're
Right.
doing. I
That's
mean, go
right.
ahead and do your thing. But as far as us engaging,
Mm-hmm.
no. But
Here's my challenge with that. This conversation 40 years ago could have been like, well, if he's light skinned or dark skinned, I'm not gonna mess with him.
yeah, I used to
know,
feel that way.
Are you back in the
Duro
regular
changed
Back
my
in the
mind
regular.
about that because I never thought I would like a light skinned guy.
So,
And of course, Duro was so light, he was red.
we have to get to a point where we recognize that love is love.
I get it.
Right.
You know, once we get to that point as human beings, we'll be better off. I mean, granted, what you eat is not going to make me shit.
Exactly.
Right.
But at the same time, enjoy your meal.
That's a different flavor, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
Carolyn said you could run that on a smart. You couldn't run. I was going to say it's going out. You couldn't
Ooh,
run that
Carolyn.
on a smart-minded woman, Al.
Carolyn.
You sound like you got a gift. Oh, she said you sound like you guys gift to women.
Oh.
He
Well,
do
no,
know because he got the right answers every time.
No, what I have is the reality of life.
I
So,
love
Carolyn,
that. I
let's
love
make
that.
sure we understand who you're referring to. This person that is talking right now has dated CFOs, dated people that have G4s. So it's not about. In all actuality, women want to be treated as if they have some intelligence.
Okay. Wait. Time out.
Just let me,
said
just-
that
let me
as if
finish
Please
this
don't
hurry.
have it,
Please
though.
hurry.
Let me
Before I
just, let me
lose
just
this
finish this
train of
paragraph.
thought.
So what I'm saying is that when I come to any woman, I'm telling her the truth. I'm being very honest, very
love that.
upfront.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Look, this
Yeah.
is
That
the
is it.
situation.
That is
you know,
it.
and I mean, I had a situation where I would come to a woman. I said, I have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I rest on Sunday.
Yeah.
Everyone starts on Monday, and we're able to put that together. Everyone knows one another. You know, because I was tired of hurting hearts. Now, once I found a woman that I wanted to spend a lot of time with, that Monday turned into Tuesday,
You
and she
said
turned
that.
into Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. Next thing you know, we are living together because I didn't want to find anyone else
For those rest of the days of the week.
for the rest of the days of the week.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
But
that's so
it was
sweet.
honest.
Isn't
It was honest, and it was
Organic.
It was
And that's
organic.
yeah, I love that.
But
I
can
love
I
that.
say this about what you just said?
And it wasn't
I
all
have to
sexual.
I have to push back on what
Well,
you just
that
said.
part.
You answer Carolyn's comment with, I've dated a lot of which is smart or something like that. I've dated CFOs and I've dated
G4s.
women with G4s. Just because they have a material things does not make them a smart person. So you cannot. So what, you dated
Or a
somebody
solid
with a
woman.
G? Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Somebody pick me.
you are equating intelligence.
Here it
Here we no.
With
no,
her
you
material.
can't tag in.
Get it out, get it out, get it out.
You can't tag in. Yeah, you
Get it
can't
out,
tag in. Yeah. But men out there understand. Just
Yeah.
because a woman is driving around in a Benz, just because a woman is a CFO, just because a woman is this, that's the same woman who's gonna tear your car up if you treat her wrong.
Yeah.
That's the same woman who's gonna
Ziggity
stalk
boom you.
Absolutely.
That is it.
So stop looking, and women likewise. We look for material things
And men.
and determining whether we want to be with someone. What you got to use rap from or something?
No, somebody
You
pick
went
me.
and tagged right.
No, not until I'm done. Not until I'm done. I'm still talking.
She's gonna bury you under it first.
I'm gonna go a little longer because I know he wants to talk.
Well, it's not that I want to talk. I just need you to make sure you understand what I meant by that.
Okay.
So
tell me.
let me say this: black men have it hard.
Yeah.
Agree.
Black women have it 3 times harder.
Agree.
So when black women are doing those achievements, it's because they're more smarter than the white man, 10 times smarter than the black man.
Yeah.
Because we used to teach our children as black men, if you want to make it in the white man's world, you got to give 110%. You got to be 110% better than that white man. But guess what? If you want to make it as a black woman, and I'm not speaking as if I am a black woman, I
No, I
just
get
know
it.
I've had these
Observation.
conversations where they say, if you as a black man have to give 110 to get that position, that means I got to give 120, because not only am I dealing with the fact that I'm black, I'm also a woman. I'm a black woman. And so these are people that, and I shout out to Vita, shout out to all these very different women that I dated, right, that have shown me what success is. And humbly, they don't throw it in people's faces. They're like, yeah, because when they walk in the room, they know
Yeah.
they've gotten that Stanford master's degree. They've gotten that Harvard degree. They did, look at Michelle Obama, right? She was on her point. If you read her book, she was like, I couldn't date him because of the fact that it would be the traditional, typical thing to do. You follow me? And that's what I was trying to get when I said that. It was my pleasure to even get to know these women, much less date them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we're talking about a level that most
And
men
so
don't.
what you just did when you spoke on those women, what gave us something to readily identify with,
Right.
as far as
Because I've never understood why women are, oh, they stupid. I would never agree to that. Well, wait a minute. You don't want the truth. You don't want, fidelity in truth, and just straight up make the decision up
yeah,
front.
yeah.
Know what you're dealing
And
with
then
up
you
front.
know what? How about that? And then Mark, you're probably gonna be my friend on this. You know, we don't hardly ever see you.
Oh yes, we
But-
do. Shut up. It's
but
because you're
Mark-
3 feet tall. That's why we don't see eye.
Oh, she
Leave
really
my
is.
cousin alone. Leave
She
my
really
cousin
is.
alone.
She played
Come
handball
for me.
against the
Come
curve.
for me.
Yeah.
What you gonna
Good
say?
things come in small packages. Just
Girl,
let him know
I'm trying
that.
to tell you,
Come
the
on
best
now.
things come in small.
But she's
small
6'4" in her head.
I
And that's the thing about her.
Like when she hugged me, she was hugging me
She's Shaq.
like
She's Shaq.
in my like knee.
The she Shack in her head. Okay, go ahead. What you
Okay.
say?
And what I was going to say about that too is, in reference to, there are women who look to men for these material possessions and things like that, and I'm going to use it as an example, and it's what Mark, commonly says. Y'all know what I drive. When I tell you, remember when we were going to rallies, and I tell you, women catch up to this truck and try and
A man to be in
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing about it, when I'm a whole girl,
Yeah.
some of them are still tested. Like,
Yeah.
maybe she, wait.
You know
But, one moment, but my point for that is, though, when women run into a man and you meet him in that aspect, and now he wrong because he treated you that way. Now he's the dog. Now he for everybody. Now he's for, you know what I'm saying? When you put yourself into a position, and the thing about it, you actually, you know what this man looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The reason you caught up to my truck is because you didn't know it was a girl.
Yeah.
So whatever my visual is not your point for trying to get to know me. You know, you tracked me, you hawked me down because of what I was driving.
Yeah.
And so when I roll my window down and we exchanging them numbers through the phone and I call you, do you think I'm actually serious about when I call you? You know, I mean, you've already defined yourself
You
to
can tell
me.
when people
So what-
materialistic, they're attracted to the material.
no, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. But then you'll expect a different treatment
Yeah.
because, oh no, you know me now. No, I don't know you now. The only
Right.
reason I engaged in you is because how you approached me.
Well, can the same be said for those individuals who go to clubs
Okay.
and they meet men or women in clubs? Are you expecting a particular outcome?
Yeah.
Or you know, a long-term relationship, or are you just looking for a pop-off?
Now, then this is the thing. I'm
Everybody's
gonna-
looking for something different. That's the thing. Like they're
yeah,
not
okay.
having that conversation when they meet, right? It's just what I see. If I like what I see, then I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna do what
Because
I need.
men are visual.
Well, let me just say this.
how about that?
I take Sam to the beach because I love to dance. So I go to a club to enjoy the club. If it's a reggae club, guess what we doing? We grinding. If it's a ballroom club, guess what we doing? We ballroom.
Yeah.
I love to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
My
California
Lord.
style. California style. It's a little bit different. A little bit different.
California style. You're gonna have to show me that. I love the ballroom.
Because,
Oh, girl, you
remember when
love
Auntie
it.
Jackie and Uncle Glenn used to, baby,
Girl.
please.
Get that DM. We'll talk about
But then you know what? The thing about that too is what
Hit
I
your
want to say.
DM. I'm sorry. Hold on.
He said hit the
Why
DM.
I gotta hit you?
I thought you said you wanted to go ballroom.
Well,
Well, there you go.
Y'all sit right next
oh,
to each other.
so here we go. Here we go.
DMing going
Here we
on.
go. So I have to pursue you.
No, that's not
So you
pursuit.
heard me say
I'm interested in
in
ballroom.
ballroom. You as the lead, or should have been the lead. Oh, really? Hey, I know this nice spot. Let me take you over here.
Or,
But
or he jumped in your inbox.
And said,
Connie, were you
I
serious
heard you
about
say-
that ballroom? What you want to do?
But
He
see,
said
that's
you
the problem.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But
I got to pursue him.
So
to
correct me if
ballroom.
I'm wrong, because I really do need help with this.
Okay.
Isn't it disrespectful for a man to jump into your DM?
Depending on the topic.
No,
Why
just-
you
no,
jumped in.
Jump in. Jump in. Like, you know, hey, I saw your picture and I really like the way you look. You know, we were having a pre-show. We were having a conversation why the show does not get unless you're watching the show.
Yeah.
You don't get a phone number. You got to watch
Oh,
the
that
show.
phone number. Okay.
Right, so you gotta watch the show, because of what's gonna happen is these men and women will contact you disrespectfully and try to say, you know, hey. So it's just a matter of respect, in my opinion. I didn't mean no disrespect. It's just
Okay,
putting it
so
together.
I'm
Does that make
sorry,
sense?
guys.
So-
See, it's
Wait,
all about
before
understanding.
one
Does that
moment,
make
guys,
sense?
before we
he was
continue.
being respectful.
One moment before we continue. A couple of people saying there's an echo. Is it us?
No, that's earlier when the broadcast was glitching up. It's cool,
Okay,
man.
it's okay, Carolyn. It's fine now. And then, and how? Okay, so in reference to that, Donnie Grant.
Donnie, that's the queen right there.
Is it?
That's the, ooh,
She
Lord
said it's
Jesus.
not disrespectful if it's a man she likes.
likes.
But wait, but no, I'm gonna take it one further, and I'm only gonna say in reference to how we communicate now. You know, the way that you communicate with people, or even a way that you can run into a person that you've never seen before in the physical, is social network.
Right.
You know, you can be
That's
a friend
right.
and
Some women feel like it's disrespectful for
I mean,
a dude.
for
no,
sure.
no, but that, oh, don't get me wrong. I have actually went like bing, you know, you get the notification. You look, you are beautiful. What is your name? Please, okay, exit.
Right.
Like, it depends on how you come into my
Oh, right.
inbox.
That's
and
right.
see
It
now, but wait.
depends on if the woman likes him or how much.
And that's what Donnie just
I don't
said.
care. I don't
No.
care if
Okay,
it's a
so for the
hello
men
or if
out
it's a
there
dick
who
pic.
likes to shoot into women's inboxes, prior to shooting into somebody's inbox, you need to have a public conversation. It doesn't need to be intimate. Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, beautiful. Good morning. Whatever. Publicly, okay. So set the stage publicly, and then shoot over
But
to
wait
the
a minute.
inbox. Don't just automatically, because that says to me, what you trying to hide?
Wait a minute, but I'll say this, even in reference to that. Now we're gonna see different eye to eye on this one, cause even in reference to that, I would see it as this. And as far as my page goes, you would know if I'm involved or not.
Right.
You see what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
So to tag me publicly You
Are
could be a fit, and I'm just using you an
no,
example.
are
Al's
you?
my guy.
Are you though?
And to tech involved?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
So, if Al is my guy and we are, we're seeing that, but we don't do that relationship. We know what we got, so we don't have to.
We don't have to, yeah.
babe. Or every time you make a comment, I'm looking at other women under your comments,
Right,
kind of flirt.
right.
I'm not moved by that.
Yeah.
It does not bother me, so I don't need to come up and say under the comments trying to be slick. Hey,
Right.
babe,
That's right.
girl,
That's right.
get
That's
out of
right.
here. But anyway, my whole point of that is though, if a man jumps into my inbox. It's the approach of how he came into my inbox. And
Right.
what I mean by that is, if he comes into the inbox and he's like, "Hi, my name is such and such. We're looking through some of your pictures.
Right.
I thought you were very beautiful. Attempting to see if you are involved."
Yes.
And
Yeah, there we go.
that type of thing.
Yes.
I don't care what
Yes.
he looks like.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, and again, that's where so many of us go wrong,
Yeah.
basing it on appearance. 9 times out of 10, if he handsome, Sheila, Monique, Tiffany, Maria, all they think he
he's
handsome
handsome.
too.
Did you give her my phone?
So
Did you give her my phone?
I didn't touch the phone, brother.
all them in there, all them women
Oh,
in
you-
there,
oh,
huh?
the- oh, you-
Oh, I
oh.
want to. I was
my
just
bad.
throwing them out.
My bad.
Can I? So Donnie, in reference to Donnie,
Yeah,
I was
that's
saying
my
that,
queen right there.
and Donnie, it's not disrespectful if it's a man she likes, but what I'm saying is,
But
if
how
a
does a
man
man know,
comes,
though?
that's it.
does a
I
man
was
know?
just about to say that you don't even know that in reference yet, because the man just simply came into you. I don't know if I would like you or not, and then I've become mature enough, and don't get me wrong, I used to be someone moved by looks.
Yeah.
But I've become mature enough to actually look into you.
Yeah.
So in reference to that, it depends on how he comes into the inbox, you know, in a way. And then don't get me wrong, of course, as soon as before I even reply, let me go look on your page.
Right. That's
Your
right.
profile pic, a whole family pic. If you don't get it. But that's the type of thing I'm saying,
Yeah.
and the only reason I'm saying it's
Donnie
okay
over here
for
writing a
inbox
book.
communication is because it's how people really communicate now,
Can-
getting
can
to
I
know
double-
people.
Can I double back on something?
Oh, please. like
And
to
I
go too far.
ask this. Stay
To Al.
focused.
Yeah,
Stay
right.
focused. I ask this because I'm new to the dating game. Although I'm not dating, I'm new to the dating game. You indicated that you date multiple women. Okay. Do you sleep with all of these women,
That's
or
none of your concern.
oh, that's a yes. That's a yes.
Why do people
And
think that's
so,
a yes? Why is it that you just were raised with some dignity to say that you
Well,
don't kiss and tell? You don't go and put your
you know what? You
Kinda.
don't. You know what?
If y'all went out to wherever the hell y'all to the concert,
Mark
to the
finna
Aretha,
get you
right?
Yeah.
And then somebody was to insinuate that y'all slept together.
together.
Yeah.
Would it be right or wrong if you confirmed it or not?
You know, I got it. Case made. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to assume. Because usually,
happens when
What
you
wait,
listen,
it is-
no,
what it is-
hold on,
listen,
hold
women,
on. Let
women
me
like
say
to
this.
give us the consequence of the doubt before they give us the
Well,
benefit
well,
of the doubt.
well, let me
in
say
a
this
situation
based on a
like that.
man's track
I'm
record
sorry,
and a
but I
man's
agree.
history.
Okay,
Most
we're here.
men
I
track
agree.
records and most
men's track records?
Most
No,
men.
but
For every
Mark,
woman
hear
that
me out.
we
Hear me out.
had to
Hear
be
me
a
out.
woman
In
that
all
we hit.
fairness, you have to be.
Hear
Okay,
me
I'm
out.
shut up.
Hear me
Shut
out.
up.
I'm just
Hear me
saying
out.
most men. She is being right.
Most men who date and date for an extended period of time. It's just not dating and we're just going to the movies and we're going to dinner and that's it. Most men, I didn't say all, I said most men in that situation, at some point you're being intimate. And so let me come off of you, Mark. I'm sorry.
No,
Al, let me
no,
come off of you and
stay
just
on
say
me.
a man who is, oh.
Stay on me. I like it. I can relate. Come on.
Okay. So most men who are dating multiple female, they're just not dating and taking, hey, come on, let's hang out and let's just go to the movie and let's go. There is some intimacy somewhere in the, maybe not, a month in or somewhere, but an extended period of dating will result in some intimacy.
And that's just the spark
And so-
of that curiosity.
Exactly.
It is.
And
So-
so, hold on, let me say this because I'm asking for me, not for a friend. I'm asking for
I'm
me.
about to help you out.
And so when I start dating, and I already know it's gonna be hard for me to date. I already know because when I date, I want to be the only person. Simply because when I date, he will be the only person.
Selfish.
I know. Call me selfish.
I'm
Call
calling
me
you
selfish. Because
Selfish and unrealistic.
I got it.
And you're horrible
Which is
at,
why.
And you're horrible at math.
about
um,
that?
s-
Horrible at math.
Am I?
right now.
Okay, come on. Then
All right,
tell
let me break
help
it
me
down.
out. Help me
Yesterday,
out.
I went to a day party.
Okay.
Right. It was at Trust, and I really do want to get into that.
Where's
I
this
hope-
trust place? I've
It's
Never
down-
heard of it.
name,
it's-
so
it's
I've
never
you're
heard of
about
it.
the third person
It's
I've heard
downtown.
trust.
It's a very high end.
and I confuse it with Truth when I hear it. And the Truth is
It's on 8 Mile.
the strip club on 8 Mile. Oh, it's
I know
not.
what you're
That's
talking
not a
about.
strip club.
Yeah,
Truth
it
not a
is.
strip club.
Yes,
I don't know.
it is.
Oh,
It
well,
is.
why you look like you ain't?
I agree. I say it's on 8 Mile. That's what I said.
How
I
you
said
know,
the
Mark?
strip club.
Mark,
He
how
was
you
like,
know?
Huh?
How you know?
Because I live on 7 Mile.
He gave you the
How you
hug.
know?
I
You know
live
when men
five-
do the hug.
Look, Mark, stop like
Let the record show I've only been to one strip club in the D.
Which one was it?
I don't remember, and I got slapped the shit out of by my girl because I was
Oh,
looking at
for-
booty at the strip club.
At the strip
See,
club.
the statute of limitations of that situation
This
ain't up
is-
yet, so
you
we
ain't
can't
got
tell
it.
you what it
Right,
was.
we gonna
Oh, I
just
can
be
tell you
quiet
that.
on that
I was
one.
like, that was crazy. I was like, we were at a strip club. But anyway,
That's another topic.
It is.
it is. It's
It
crazy.
is.
So now we're sitting here, right? We're at this club. I am videotaping, I want to say at least 24 drop dead beautiful women on the dance floor. Do you know how many men there were? Can you guess how many?
On the
On the
dance
dance
floor.
floor
with
or
the
there?
dance-
Period.
on the dance floor.
Probably none.
None. Absolutely.
probably none.
So imagine from a communal situation, you see that the ratio is 24 to 0, and you want your own man. That's just selfish.
So that hold on. So that says to
Oh,
me.
that's what you're basing that on.
Math.
So that says to me when you find
Okay.
that one,
You
you will
I'm
not
coming
be
behind
in a
you,
monogamous
Cuzzo.
relationship
Well-
because you're the comment you just
Oh,
don't
I'm about to
don't
understand.
backpedal,
No,
don't
no, no,
backpedal.
Get your boy
No,
back.
no, wait. Let me
that
just,
already
I'm-
says to me
let
that
me
you're
just,
ready
let me
to
just
get
make sure
your
we're
boy
clear.
back.
Let me
You
sure,
know what?
because see, you
Let me
just
get my
mixed it up.
purse. Don't
You
get
just,
my purse.
you just mixed it up. You said when you are, but then we were talking about you were dating. We were referring to dating.
No, I'm not dating.
No.
No,
I'm
you,
not dating.
we were referring to you dating. Like
And
when
you
I date,
said,
when
you
I
said
date,
it's unrealistic of me
To-
to expect a
to
man
date
To only
you.
her.
only me.
Right, dating, not marriage, not monogamy, not.
See how he changed
dating.
that?
Okay, but wait
See
a minute.
how
No,
he
I got
changed
him.
that?
Oh, I'm here with you because I got him. So Al, even
Yes.
in the dating aspect, now don't get me wrong. In the very beginning, okay, using
So
you,
there you go.
using you and Connie as an example.
Me and Connie and I are dating.
Okay, Connie,
Connie,
you
we
and
dating?
I don't
Connie,
think
you
so.
and
Oh,
Connie.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm using this as
I
an
don't think
example.
so.
Connie and Al are dating, right? Now, of course, upon the first meeting, I'm sure Connie doesn't expect you to be the only
Right.
woman that. Now,
That's
that's
right.
just common
That's
sense.
right, yeah.
Now, that's where. Wait a
Hold-
minute.
hold
Wait a
on,
minute.
Let me just say this to Tracy real quick. Tracy, it is imperative that if a person, and they're not sending me a check, but
She
I do,
said,
this is a
LOL.
PSA. It is imperative that a person is out there in the streets, they need to make sure that they take precautions that are necessary for their health and the health of the community.
That is it.
So,
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you,
so
Tracy.
thank you
Yeah.
for Tracy, but
We
I'm
appreciate it.
going to go further. People still don't understand that there are pills that a man can take who is out there that'll prevent AIDS. People don't know that. It's called Truvada. If you are dating men undercover, those are condoms. You must have condoms. Do not have sex without condoms. And if you are dating someone who is not willing, and guess what? If they're not willing to do it with you, they're not doing it at all. So be that.
Oh, yeah, that's
be
common
that.
sense. Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. And understand that sexual health is very important, that
It
you
is.
have a clear understanding
You really do.
before
Yeah,
you
it
talk. You have to have the conversation. If you can't have a conversation about sex, you should not be having sex.
So
Period.
how far into the relationship, the dating relationship, do you start talking about sex? And when I say you, I don't
20
mean
minutes?
you.
Specific.
Really?
Talking about, yeah.
So when you
Why?
meet somebody, you want to start talking about sex immediately?
Don't you?
No.
Oh, I must be doing
That
something
is a
wrong.
turn off. I don't want
Wait,
to talk
so
about sex.
wait. Now we're talking about, and you're talking about someone that you've met that you may honestly have an interest in.
I'm talking about somebody who I met
Uh-huh.
and we're on our first date.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're saying to me 20 minutes into that date, we're talking about sex?
I need to know, when was the last time you had sex?
Why?
What difference does it make?
But that's the same thing. Oh, you just countered yourself. Because why do you need to know the last time she had sex on the first date? But
That's
it's not
right.
her
That-
business
that's
if
not
you're
your
sleeping with the
business.
women
Preach.
currently
Let
in
me
your
help you.
life.
Let me help you. And the way
Ah,
that, the way that question,
Hold up.
Lord,
Comment,
What's going
comment.
on, caller? Who is this and where you calling from?
Hey, caller.
This brother Julius, man. I'm calling from Maryland. How y'all feeling?
Julius,
Where
what's
have
going on,
you
man?
been since yesterday?
How you doing, dear?
Hey,
You all
King.
right?
Come on, Julius, give it to us. Let's give it to
Oh.
us, Julius.
Oh, okay. Well, just on the comment of the topic at hand. First off, I think that relationships just nowadays we need to just be a little bit more open and honest
Amen.
about how we just want to be treated amongst each other. And like the brother Isaac was saying, like if we could just take it from there and keep going, we'll be able to understand exactly where we're going to go forward as far as like this particular situation, or even I call it a tryout that we're having with each other. That way we can just go ahead and say, yeah, I want to deal with it, or no, I'm not gonna further pursue this right now. Let me go about the day.
Okay, so Julius, are you saying you agree with Al when he said on the very first date, within 20 minutes into the conversation, discussion of sex? You agree with that?
Sugar Mama on YouTube said, "Damn, Al, I was rooting for you, but you contradicting yourself."
Didn't he? Yeah, he did.
see,
Yeah, he really
No.
did. He contradicted
so
himself.
for those that don't know
What-
me, I am a wordsmith.
Okay, one moment, guys. Let's let Julius
Go ahead,
answer.
Julius.
So, Julius, are you
just-
saying that you agree with that statement Al made about first date, 20 minutes into the conversation, and we're talking about sex?
No, I shouldn't be basing my whole entire
This is not what was
relationship
said.
values or morals on just trying to figure out what her body's physicalities are. I'm not trying to figure out how I can get in quickly in bed with you. I need to know if I'll be able to match what it is that we can build together. That's what I'm looking
Come
at.
on. I
That's
like
where he
that.
at.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying, Al.
Okay. So
Now,
Al, we're
brother
going to
Al,
give
hold
you
on,
the
hold on, Miss Connie. Hold on, Miss Connie. I just want to ask a couple of questions, just real quick to brother Al.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How you doing, sir?
God is good, still in control, despite all the dumb mistakes I make.
Okay. All right. Now, this is from last week because I just had a couple of questions that just popped up in my head when I had watched the show from last week.
I appreciate you
First
watching,
off-
brother.
Oh, it's no problem, man. It's no problem. I'm always check out 7 Mile Radio. Y'all know what's the Willie Lynch stories. Do you happen to know who the author is, brother?
Willie Lynch, actually, William Lynch.
So his publications just made by him himself. He didn't have
So
no...
he was hired. He was hired to come because what he was doing, he was working in his plantation. So they hired him. They contracted him to come teach other slave masters. That's how that started. And so he wrote a letter. Now keep in mind, this was the 1700s when paper was expensive. So he wrote a letter, breaking it down and explaining the situation and how to put it together. And he wrote that letter and distributed it. Because remember, this is printing presses and everything else. So when he gave these people, it'd be like giving somebody a DVD of what the deal is. He wrote it out and gave it out, and it was sitting on a stump and talking, and the people afterward, they were disseminating that information. And he said, so you have light skin, black skin, and understand this though, because it's still being used. It's one of the ways that the CIA has able to keep Africa from uniting. And so we're doing it here with Detroit. Now, everyone knows that Detroit is a black city. But guess what? The East Siders and the West Siders mean black. Midtown
Okay, so with
means...
you growing up, on the west side of Detroit, you are familiar with like most of the stuff that we've been through.
Actually, I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, brother. This is where I'm from. I'm not a Detroit native.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Don't hold that
No,
against
no,
me.
no,
I mean, I moved here on
No, I'm
purpose.
not holding.
I mean, but see, it's the same. I mean, it's the same. The core of the story is the same in all of our communities. You know what I mean? It may be a different. You know what I mean?
Instead of having
Because
East Side,
if
West
you
Side, we
really-
have Bloods and Crips.
Right,
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
you really
Oh, yeah,
break
yeah.
it down to what for William Lynch, if you really break it down, he wrote the manual for slave owners, basically, is
On
what
how
he
to keep
did
us in
on
check.
how to keep your slaves in check. So he's one
Remotely.
responsible for that manual, if you
Yeah,
will. He
yeah.
wrote the manual.
Remotely keep us in check. To
Yeah.
where he designed the slavery in which we implement on ourselves, basically.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And he said he could do that. He
Yeah,
said if
and
you-
he
And it
did.
will work for 1,000 years. And
Yeah.
it's been
thousands
however
and thousands of
And
years.
then that's
when
the
implemented.
same thing too in reference to the author. I don't know who is the author of this book, but back when Negroes begin to buy and, you know, you can walk into the white man shop and How to Sell to a Negro. That was a book. You know, how you sell to the Negro. And basically what that book was in telling is you make that Negro feel like he can afford it when he in your store. And you being a white man, even if he can or can't, he gonna prove to you he can, because who you talking to?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, as a matter of fact, give me 2. Now, I done brainwashed him into thinking I think less of him because he's black, but he's doubled my profit because I was able to attack him mentally. And it, you said something earlier, Al, and my response back was going to be, it's called mind. When you said you can't make the man know that you come into his life to change him.
Right.
You know, and I tell women that all the time.
Yeah.
That's the key to dealing with a man. You see what I'm saying? Let him feel like he the man. You know what I'm saying? Let him feel he doing everything and you puppet on the string and he has no idea. You mind F him.
And that's exactly why the woman is the more powerful sex.
That is it.
I'm not
I
taking
agree
that
with
away.
No,
The
that
queen
is.
has more power
Yeah.
Yes,
on
she
the
does.
board than she can
Yes,
make
she
more
does.
moves.
Yes, she
Moves that
can.
the king can't make.
Yeah, she can.
And it's great when it's used to our benefit.
No, that's what I mean. Like you mind F him into wanting
But
to
see,
be
the
better.
Willie Lynch syndrome, right? Got the queen and the king on the black side battling each other.
Okay. All right.
And not only that, they got the king starting off on the queen space and vice versa. And that's not even how the game was designed
And
to
that's
play.
just basically, you know.
can't play
And
the
then
game
what
like
is the
that.
term? The statement: the house divided against itself.
Cannot
It's
stand
It
it.
division,
cannot stand.
you know?
Yeah, it's divided. Right. And
Wow.
Julius, did you have another input?
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to ask Brother Al. He said he went to school out there in Cali. What did you get his degree in?
I do marketing, business administration.
Marketing. Oh, okay. That's
Now,
what's up.
now, mind you, I lay brick and throw down roof shingles, so that's weird as hell.
As a man out here, you have to be able to be versatile enough to handle situations where you can be basically number one in all of it. That's just us, period.
Utilize it all. Yeah.
That's just us, period. Now, as far as this whole thing is concerned with, women having to be, oh, well, I just want him to feel this way. Okay, you entitled to that. You can have that. But at the end of the day, we need to keep working towards each other and these goals so that we can just go
let me
ahead and
ask
make
you
our
this.
community better.
So when you go to church, when you go to a club, when you go to the gas station, when you go to, let me just keep going on whatever you want to, space that can fill more than 7 people. As a black man, how many women are around you?
The ratio of black men, hold on, let me answer the question. So the ratio for each man out here is 8. So it's one for every one black man is 8 women now. It's about to be 12 pretty soon, but that's just what it is.
So
for
you can
that
see the
particular
selfishness
situation.
in trying to get your, I want my own man.
But why is
No,
that
no.
Let
selfish?
Julius, please let
I
Julius
see the
answer
environment.
this.
I see the environment in which she's catering herself in. If she's in a religious environment and she's looking for one particular man in that religious aspect, then she's going to weed out what she can to see, okay, is this man actually really spiritual? Is this man understanding the scriptures and the principles behind what God has in that particular area? Or when I go out here into the club, is this man really a fucking dog? Is he going to be out there just trying to figure out how he can fuck this bitch over here on Wednesday, go over here and get on this one chick over here on Friday, and then come back home to me on this next day? Or it's just so many variables that a woman is looking at.
Yeah.
That's what that's the problem. The problem is not the fact that I got 1 to 12 now. The problem is the fact that there's not enough men out here like me to say, okay, well, let me be sensible enough to at least tell this woman, yeah, I come to this church, but I'm looking for something in particular in myself. I'm looking for
But now,
God in
would it
myself.
make more sense for you to say, okay, you know what? I'm able to fulfill your needs, but as a man, I can also fulfill the needs of another individual?
No.
Well,
I'm asking him. I'm asking him.
That's on that individual.
No, I'm asking
man.
you.
That's
I'm
how,
asking you. If you find a woman that let's say, you know what, she's busy on Tuesday. She's always going to be busy on Tuesday because she's trying to get her master's degree, because we all know that black women are the most educated women in the United States, but on Tuesday she's busy. And you say to her, listen, I'm going to go ahead and just start talking to somebody else and having fun and going, learning how to do ballroom on Tuesdays, because I want to learn how to ballroom.
Now you're being selfish.
If my girl is being busy on trying to better herself in a particular area where she feels faulted at, then I'm going to let her do that. I don't need to go out there and find some other bitch right away.
I'm not saying fault, but now you have an extra Tuesday.
And so you're telling us that.
I'm just asking,
because
I'm
I'm focusing in on what it is that I want to accomplish with that woman right there. I'm not
Come
looking
on,
to see
come
what else
on.
is going to
That is
be
it.
out
Come
there.
on.
That is
And
it.
I'm not saying that. Me personally, I'm saying it in the sense of this. If I want to get on a particular young lady and I see her and I know that value of what it is that I need from her so that she can receive the same thing out of me and we both benefit from that, that lets me know right then and there, like, hey, I have to pursue her particular interest and see if it matches my particular interests as well. I don't need to be going out and saying, well, that's just not going to work for me because the carburetor is not going to work for that particular car.
Check
not
your
gonna be-
camera because these girls got done switched up and put on cheerleader uniforms on.
I promise you we
Man.
did.
Oh, no,
They got
Yes.
pom-poms
No,
on.
no.
Check your camera.
Because here,
It's
you know
not,
what?
it's
and-
not
and-
that. It's not that. It's just the fact of the matter that I understand what it is that I'm going through out here. Here it is that a system that has been implanted. Here it is that particular government agencies want to put information out there to counteract what it is that we can naturally do together. Now, in order for me to understand how to move perfectly on that chessboard, I have to know exactly how my opponent is going to go from C4 to D12. And D12 not even on the board.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying?
That is it.
Look, I
And-
look
and
good in
think that's-
pom-poms.
I think that's part of the problem for both men and women.
Shut up, Mark.
You asked the question, Al. What do I do on Tuesday, or what would he do on Tuesday when your woman is studying or what have you? Why do you need to do it? Why you just can't go to her house and
She's
just
studying.
be?
No, she's
Okay,
studying.
about
and
to
just
counter one. I'm about to
why you
counter
can't
that.
just
Alone.
why
She's
you
studying.
but
Got
then
you.
why you
Got
can't
you.
just sit home because your girl is studying? Why you got to be doing
I ain't
something?
got to be. I'm just.
But you
I was
asked him
asking
the
him the
question.
question.
Yeah,
But
but you
why?
posed that before
posed
you
it.
asked it to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And you said, okay, but this is the thing. So what I am hearing from, not saying you saying directly, but what you're elaborating upon. So what I'm hearing you say is, and what Connie means, I'm assuming. Let me
There we
know.
go assuming shit. Okay.
It makes you
You
the
know,
mother. It's the
I
mother
make
of
an
all
ass out of
mistakes,
you and
but I
me.
get it. Now this is the thing. So I meet Julius. We get to know each other, and we're
What up,
depending.
dog?
So we're saying, and we're kicking it. We're about now. Don't get me wrong. When I first met Julius, there is Monique and Tiffany and da 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 da. We've discussed
John
that.
and Mark.
No.
No, yeah.
No,
Baby,
I'm not
I
putting
sit
that in
across
that,
from
in
you,
that matching
beautiful. Don't play with
situation.
me.
Oh
No.
no. I was speaking on in Julius'
is-
life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the woman he done
Oh,
threw the men.
Julius is like, okay. I thought y'all was. I
Yeah,
thought
Threw
but
that
even
right
with
on
that,
you,
I'm still
Mark.
saying, like,
He
nah,
threw
ain't
that right
no
on you.
men
I
in
mean,
that
I'm sorry. I'm
scenario.
being Mark. I mean,
Don't it?
down it though. So what I'm saying is, so when I meet Julius, there is, da 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 da. Okay, and to be fair for me, when Julius meets me, there's Al, Mark, David, Lewis, what have you. Now,
Oh, baby, you
me-
got what I need.
you know what? Now,
You say he's just a friend.
me and Julius have come to the point where, okay, and like you said, now in Julius' life, I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But when I met Julius,
Congratulations, Julius.
and so when I met Julius, there was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So when we get to know each other more, I've replaced Tuesday, I've replaced Wednesday, and I've replaced Thursday. Wait a minute.
I'm
So
not gonna
now
say the
are
word
you
replace.
telling me because that the ratio is 1 to 12 that Julius, a specific man, is what I'm referring to.
Julius
the
is right here.
The specific
You listening,
man.
Julius?
Julius
I'm listening.
actually can't fulfill the need that I have for just wanting me to be the only woman in Julius' life because there's a ratio that says that he can't do it. So is that his own inability? Wait a minute. Is that his own ability to be able to control his desires and admit that he...
Inability.
No.
His
I mean,
ability?
yeah.
Okay.
Now, is that his own ability to decide that I'm the woman in his life and the other ones are irrelevant because I've met her, she fulfills Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Right.
Or does Julius have that inability because there's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Isn't that all dependent upon Julius? Not the ratio
Technically-
he's against.
All right,
Come on,
Julius.
come on.
Technically, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at from a sense of like what you just said, and in that scenario, technically that's right because I'm supposed to be able to be mindful enough to say to myself, "Hey, this is the cake that I want to make. The ingredients that I'm trying to put into this cake, this is what's going to suffice me for the next lifetime."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all the other ingredients that are out there, and I hate to say it like this,
Bring it, Julius. Don't get started.
the other parts of ourselves that are not that don't carry the same genetic code that we got. They want to come in and blend in with my cake. You get what I'm saying? They want to come in and try to make it seem like, no, there's no such thing because I don't have
card?
No, because I don't have the power to control somebody else's fate and destiny. Only the United States government and others are like that too. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is that when it comes down to it, I don't need to dilute my cake to the point where it is that I don't want to go out there and taste it anymore. I like the ingredients that my woman got all up in her. It's just the fact of the matter that she don't understand at this stage that, okay, I'm still trying to remember what you mean to me, what you've been to me, what we all been through. How come we can't get back to that? Or how come we can't evolve from that? How come that's on me to make the remembrance happen. That's on me.
That is
You know what's interesting about what you
it.
just said, Julius, in your analogy? There are some men that love cake, and you have one big giant cake. And there are some women that, from the same batter, that make cupcakes.
I get it. I get it. No, man. See, this is what I'm saying. So those are the men who want the cupcakes, who don't have that ability to be strong enough to settle for a baked cake.
That's right.
Why would it's the same batter?
Exactly. So
It's the same
why
batter.
do you need the cupcakes? It's the
Instead
same
of the same
batter.
cake.
It's the same batter. When you put a cupcake together with a cake, it's made from the same batter.
Right.
But
It's greed.
it's not
It's greed. Yes,
but,
it is.
No.
Yes,
Connie,
it is.
give him his own word. That's selfish.
It's selfish.
But here you have the ability to say, okay,
Shut up.
because right now
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna eat this cake, this part of the portion of the cake, without ruining the entire cake.
But you like the cake.
Yes.
I never said I didn't like the cake.
Exactly.
So why
So
we eating it in the first place if
Ooh.
I didn't like it?
I'm having
Right.
a cupcake
So why you need a cupcake?
Right.
because it's the same thing. You decided
No,
from
you
the very
keep it-
inception whether you're gonna pour one cake or you're gonna pour many cakes.
Exactly.
Many
Hold
small
on.
cakes.
Also, Miss Connie, let me ask this then. Let me ask this
that's
question.
you.
Oh, Lord.
What's the difference of you saying that, hey,
Queen,
what's the
I'm
difference of
sorry,
you-
Julius. One moment.
No,
Queen
go
Donnie
ahead.
Grant says exactly, Connie. Greed. She
Greed.
said, "I like
It's
Connie.
greed.
I
I
like-
like you too.
I like.
I like
Connie.
Donnie, too.
Hey,
I like you
Donnie,
too,
Donnie.
girl.
I like Donnie, too.
Hey, Donnie.
I appreciate my queen calling too. Thank you, baby.
You
for
didn't
putting-
wait. Donnie on Connie's side now.
That's
Donnie
right.
done snatched your
That's right.
woman.
Hey, that's
Connie
right.
done snatched your
No,
woman.
let me make sure you understand. Donnie is
Hello?
not on Connie's side.
Oh, she not.
Donnie is here to help protect me as my queen.
Donnie
I
said
can't,
exactly,
man.
Connie. Greed.
I understand
like
what
Connie.
she said, and I respect her opinion.
Okay, Julius,
But
we
I'm not-
listening, baby. Go
okay,
ahead.
Go ahead, Julius.
Go ahead.
So, Miss Connie, what's the difference between that $500 cigar and the $12,000 cigar?
Preference.
Okay, and in that
because
and
here's the
in that-
thing. Let me answer
Yes,
that real
ma'am.
quickly.
Go ahead, dear.
I choose to smoke a $500 cigar. Can I smoke a $5,000 cigar? Yes, but I'm being
Yes.
sensible and smoking a $500 cigar, knowing that I like this $500
gives me
cigar,
what I want.
and I can get more of these $500 cigars than I can with a $5,000 cigar.
More.
So it's just my preference.
More. Did you see what she did there? More.
So as it pertains to the cake and the cupcakes, it's just greed. It's just, your preference. You prefer to have
Okay.
your different cupcakes. As
Okay, so what
opposed
I'm
to
hearing
having
is
the
what I'm-
whole
and-
cake.
and I'm not-
Yeah.
I'm not- same as
I'm not trying to-
all of these
okay.
individual cakes.
Okay, what I'm hearing is that okay, the quantity is there for me to go ahead and expound on, but the quality of what I need in this particular cigar is not what I'm really looking for. I don't like this $5,000 cigar because sometimes the quality that I may have in having that $500 cigar, it may be more. I can just be like, yeah, okay, I can keep pulling from there. And
Actually,
this is
Julius,
before-
what she
let me
said
say
was
this,
the exact
Julius.
opposite.
Let me say this to you. It does. In most cases, yes.
Okay.
Cost sometimes equates to value. Sometimes.
Yes, ma'am.
Not all the time, okay? Because I can carry a little $50, $100 leather purse, just no name purse, that will do me just as fine as a Louis Vuitton. And exactly. And I don't need to have those high priced purses or labels or
When
things
I have
like that.
a purse that
Exactly.
satisfies the exact
Exactly.
need of why I
Okay.
would have
Exactly.
it.
Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. Thank you.
But
Thank you
the
for clarifying
$5,000
that.
the
But she'd rather
$5,000
have-
Julia said, "Thank you
But-
for
but-
clarifying
She'd
that."
You're
rather have
welcome,
a
Julia.
$500
But hey,
cigar
Al,
because she can get more of
but
them.
this $500 cigar could taste just as good as that $5,000
we're back
cigar.
to
And then
cupcakes.
The
the thing about it,
$5,000 cigar just has a name listed to it. They all come from the same.
and then hold
Some of
on,
'em
maybe
all
I'm
come from
about
the
to
same
give
place.
you this.
Come
Wait a
on.
minute, I'm about to make it even better. The $500 cigar has in it exactly what it needs in it. The $5,000 cigar might be a BBL.
But here's the thing: the $5,000 cigar could be the exact same as the $5,000 cigar. It's just that you put a or a label on it.
But that's what I
expensive
mean by it
label
may
on
be
it.
a BBL
That's
because
right.
for all you know, before they even put all the active ingredients that made it
Preach,
5,000, it was
preach,
the
preach.
same
That's
as the
right. That's right.
500.
That's right.
And then
Because
they put
here-
the little things on it that made it catchy and made it visible to the eye. Now I
Exactly.
want that
Exactly.
because of
Now
what it
it's in
appears
demand.
to be
It's
with
in
me.
demand.
That's it.
It's in demand
The
now.
5,000 cigar
Because
is
here's
a
the thing.
BBL.
Here's the thing. No, no shame on my game or what have you. I could go in a thrift store and buy a nice outfit, and you would never know.
Talk about
You would never.
We should go
know.
thrifting. I love thrifting.
Oh,
I
I love
swear I
it.
love it.
I got
Oh,
my
yeah.
first living room
I
set
do.
at a yard sale.
We should go
Okay,
thrifting.
so it's no shame. Yes, I did. My first living room set. My sisters and I would on a weekend would go thrifting. Out. So no shame on my game. You know, some people it's not for them, and that's fine.
No, I promise
but
you,
for me,
yes. The very
Connie?
first leather bomber jacket I ever owned was from a consignment
Come on
shop.
now.
in
Hey, listen, though,
Northville,
now, all of us
Yes.
know about.
I
All
got
of us
an
know about.
F-250 with trailers. Just let's go.
oh come on, listen,
go.
listen.
We could-
I'm listen.
Just-
And
we ain't gotta worry
and
about
here's
taking
the-
nothing
and
home.
let me tell you this too. And again, I know some of my TikTok followers are listening. I try to be as transparent as possible. My sister and I went to Paris a few years ago. We agreed to do a high-end purchase and then a low-end purchase, okay? And so we went there. In Paris, they have this great big consignment store.
By the
So
Champs-Élysées.
large, it was overwhelming.
Champs-Élysées.
Oh my God, it was overwhelming, but they had a lot of stuff in there. Okay, so we got our purchase in there. Then we went over to the high-end area and we went into the Gucci store. I saw this beautiful purse it was beautiful. Wanted this purse because I liked this purse, and I saw the price tag on the purse. I could afford I'm not gonna say that. I could afford the purse, but I'm not a purse person that I'm gonna pay this kind of money on a purse
'Cause they didn't
just
send us a
so
check.
that everybody else can see that I'm
I got this
carrying
purse.
this purse.
Yeah.
So I could get my purse from TJ Maxx, and I'll look as good with
You
my
better
little
talk
TJ
about
Maxx
it. You
purse
better talk
than
about
you
it.
with your
You
Gucci
better
purse
talk-
or your high end purse. You know, we don't want to say
Okay, so it's about
because they're not paying us.
it's about the frequency that you're pulling off. Then it's about the
Right.
vibe that you
It's the
present into
energy
the
that you
world.
had.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
okay.
There's something to be
okay,
said about
okay.
flex, though. There is
Alright.
something to be said about flex.
True religion, right?
I got
Yeah.
True Religion socks on, but
So-
they didn't send us a check.
Well, right. Well, I just wanted to bring that brand up because of the fact that how nowadays we have jeans that are $300-$500 sometimes and up. I mean, I don't know if they still popular like they was, but True Religion used to be sold in Kmart right next to Route
Yes.
66.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But when they put the
That's
price,
right.
when they put the value on it,
On it,
and
yeah.
like you said, the willing and make it. I mean, oh, y'all can't have this. Then we went out and got it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same quality,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's basically it's made in the same factory as Levi's.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the same pants that you would get at
Yeah.
this store.
Yeah.
But just because this label is on it,
It makes it more valuable.
Right.
Yeah.
And so going back to the $500 cigar versus the 5,000, same thing.
Yeah.
It could
Same
be the
thing. That's
same
what made me think
cigar.
about that.
But couldn't you use
just
that
in
as
a
women
different-
and men, though?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what we're using
Absolutely.
it as.
I said that to you earlier when
point,
you
I guess,
talked
that-
about the lady riding, at the CFO and
G4.
the G4 and all of that. So what? She got an expensive package, but how is she?
Internally.
Come on.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
I have actually had, and in reference to, and this is a very important role as a career, registered nurses. Do you know how many RNs just as hood
Oh,
and just
Girl.
oh,
I follow a girl on TikTok, and her handle is a hood to Harvard. So she went to Harvard, did all of that, got all of her degrees, but she just as hood as she want to be.
And I'm
Just
talking about
as
the
hood as-
mindset.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you mean to tell me that, and I had to tell someone this before, she was just simply smart enough to go that
Julius.
route
Yeah.
to get the
Julius,
job.
we're gonna clear the phone line, man. You've been on the line for half an hour,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry,
Thank you, Julius.
Thank
my
you,
bad, man. I'm
Jules.
gone.
Thank you for
I
listening.
appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Stay up.
Call back,
Every
brother.
time.
I need some of my
Every
sister
time.
circles out there
Yeah,
to
sister
call
circle,
in.
we
I know
need to
y'all
get
listen.
'em.
I need some my sister circle.
And
to
so
call
what
in.
I want to go back is into Al's point, and Mark, please elaborate on this. So are you saying, and do you agree, Mark, that for a woman to expect a man to be able to come in her life once she becomes serious about him, they've gotten to that level, that it is selfish for a woman to
Wait,
actually...
right, stop. We have to get to that level. First.
No, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
We're
I was
there.
talking about.
No, I'm saying we're there.
That's what I was talking about because, as I actively date, we've never met.
Right.
We had some great conversation.
Yeah.
Why are you still on the site? Why are you still on the site that you found me on? Why are you still on it? That's what I'm talking about. You have to go through the process of getting to the point. I love the song that says, "We are going to have a conversation when I see you." Because I want to be the only person in your life.
Yeah. Okay. So
I want to be
Thanks
that,
for clarifying
I want to be that
that.
exodus. I want to be
Okay.
able to say we have that exodus moment where you leave all of that behind.
Yeah.
But for right now, we are dating. I'm not going to get mad at you if John calls you, if I
Exactly.
see John on your phone.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to get mad at me if me and Connie are having a conversation and we do decide to go someplace. Because
Yeah.
of the fact that we are going someplace. Now, am I going to have sex with Connie on the first night? Yeah, absolutely. But don't worry about that. It's none of your business.
I don't think so.
And he keep
think
it
so.
going in
I don't
because
think so.
he keep
Hey,
it going
listen,
in.
let me hey, Al,
Yes, my love.
don't start something that you can't handle and you can't finish. And let me say this too, because you've laid
So
on the
messy.
table.
You an
I believe
instigator.
in laying everything on the table,
I do too.
letting you know up front, and then allowing that person to decide whether they want to participate or not.
Right.
You said to me, you are an active dater, and you apparently you're dating a number of women. I can't get with that. I mean, and not to say that we're
So you want to be lied to.
ladies.
So you want to be lied
Al
to.
and I are not dating or any of that. But I'm just saying, no, I don't want to be lied
Yeah.
to.
But you
here-
know what? I
Ooh.
think Connie, where you and Connie are missing each other's point is a timeline. I think there's a timeline because
see.
are
I
you
see.
saying
Yeah.
that? Are you saying as soon as you meet this guy?
That's what she's
I'm
saying.
saying,
'Cause it seems like that.
if I'm being honest with myself, I want a lot of your attention. And so
Okay.
if I call you on Tuesday and I'm Monday, okay.
Everybody start off on Monday.
But I'm Monday.
We doing laundry together on Monday.
I'm Monday.
We
But I
folding
want to see you
clothes.
Tuesday or Wednesday, but you out with Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not digging that because
Okay.
I want to see you.
Yeah, okay.
And so I project what I'm looking for. So
Okay.
if I'm available to you, which I would be, because
You're single.
You've
I'm
intrigued
single,
me, and
single.
now I want to
And
get
even,
to know
and even
you.
When, I've never been a multiple dater type person.
Have you ever
me
tried
either.
it though?
No, I don't want to.
I don't wanna do
I don't
that.
want to because I want to date you or go out with you and decide that that's not what I want.
If you
And
take-
then I'm gonna leave you
would be
alone.
amazed
You know, I'm not gonna
if
drag
take
you
sex
on.
off the table. How much fun you could have.
But it's not sad. I
You-
get it.
I'm just saying, if you just said, you know what, we're not here to. Our goal is not to have sex. I mean, because there's very little value in that. Our goal is to have fun, enjoying each other's company, getting to
mentally
learn,
stimulate.
But
find out.
not
Do we have a
you,
commonality
because
outside
you
of the
said
bedroom?
20 minutes into the conversation,
talk about
or into the
sex.
date, we're talking about sex. Friends
Now, that I don't agree with.
do that. So how, if we're already
I
talking
hate,
about
are you
sex,
my friend? Are you my friend?
I'm your friend, and
You're
we've
my
been
friend.
talking about sex.
And we've been talking about sex.
And last
it
time
was
we were.
good.
Oh, let me stop.
And it
It
was
was probably
good.
within the first 20 minutes
And
of
it
the
was
last
probably
show.
within
Some of these people might,
That's
some of these girls might be listening.
As
so
I
let
played
me
it
stop.
back, as I went home and popped it up on the TV.
Oh, you did. You did.
Oh yeah,
He did it too every
you,
time.
you reached. Now y'all can check this. You reached for my arm at 21 minutes into the show.
Oh, hold on. Let the record show I am a touchy-feely person.
So I ain't gotta-
So
look,
you
look,
could have been a
look.
female sitting here, and I
would've
reached
dressed-
over and did you something like that. But, because
But as a man,
because it was
that enabled me to open up that
So
door.
now we at 119 and 1 hour and 20 minutes. So now it took an hour
listen.
and 20 minutes for her to
So
find
now,
find
so
out
now
they go
I'm being
low.
intentional.
I need you to go a little bit.
A little bit what? Listen, the
Al,
one thing you
don't-
don't do with me, boy, you ain't said nothing but a goddamn.
Let the
Let me
record.
say-
I'm gonna use
let-
Connie's word. Let the record show.
Look
she
and
stops.
look.
Listen.
But
you-
another
Hey,
2
hey,
minutes, another 2
let-
inches, she
let-
would have been like, "Oh Lord,
Mark-
Jesus! No wonder he's so
He done
goddamn
turned the
arrogant."
chair.
Whatever.
You know what?
Oh, so you're arrogant? Oh, I'm. Listen, I like to be transparent. You are arrogant.
Thanks for
Which is
coming
why-
out. God bless
which
you.
is- Listen, he said it. He said it. He's arrogant, which is why you date so many women.
No, that's
Which
not
is
right.
why you date. Yeah.
Oh, how
You know,
about
you
that?
need- you
So
need-
have you had
you
your
need-
horn
and
tooted so
listen,
much?
Hello. You need your ego stroked by a number of women.
I'm gonna need these women to come in and help me because y'all done dated me. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then-
Oh,
Call
for
in,
those
sure.
women who have dated Mark, can you please call in
Yes,
and let
please.
us know?
Who have
She
dated
mean
Mark?
Al.
No,
Mark
or
who have
Al?
dated
Now,
Mark?
Mark,
We can
I'm sorry.
Put the number up there because I ain't scared
Who
of
have
a damn
dated
thing.
Al?
Mark said,
Call
"Call
in.
in and let's
Shit.
talk about
Mark.
it." Call in and
Carolyn's like Mark.
I ain't worried about
Listen,
shit.
y'all. But
Carolyn
wait,
talking about Mark.
listen. But wait, if you call in now, we'll add in an extra 5 minutes that you can talk about Al and what he's done.
I will answer any
And
question.
any woman who is
call
listening
in,
live or
Q&A.
watching in, call
Live
in,
Q&A,
guys.
ask me anything.
Tracy, the
Goddamn it,
number
you-
is 313 723 0481. Come on, Tracy, call in, babe.
Come on.
Come on, Tracy.
And here's
We're
the
about-
thing.
Just so you know, you're gonna be on here for like
if we
another
have-
38
If we
minutes.
have some men out there, can we get some more men calling in? Because we need this from a man's perspective.
But
we
I
as
think
women,
Justin did a great job.
he did.
I mean,
He-
Julius did a
Julius
great
did
job.
a great job. But
Thank you, Julius.
we're always taking advice,
Yeah.
hearing comments from women. I need to get a man's perspective on a lot of things because again, and I hate to keep harping on this, but I said it last show. I am widowed
Yeah.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
I want and need a man.
Yeah.
Now that's different from being thirsty. Because if I was thirsty, I'd just went out there and got Al or
on
something
Al,
like
right?
that. But still,
Ooh, wait a minute, like I was a discount piece.
Tracy said, "LOL, I wasn't on Al's hit list." Yes, yeah. Look, Tracy, you got to call in to see if you stay off his hit list.
No,
Hold on,
Tracy, just so you know, I already put it on my personal page. If you call in, I would really love to take you out to lunch. Let's see what we're doing. And then I really want your opinion on the show because we're trying to make this a better show.
That is
Right,
it.
that's right.
That is it.
That's
But you
right.
got to
And
DM
then
me. Don't put my stuff on the
My
business.
whole thing is what I really capitalize on what Al said, and that's like really sticking in my head, and which is a reason right now. I promise you guys, I am in this kind of situation that I'm in, is because of the kind of comment that Al made. You know what? And juke it though.
Right.
I'm done. And the thing about that is, I'm talking about that ratio. Is it actually? What word do I want to use? Is it actually unrealistic
Pathetic.
for a woman to think that due to the ratio? I mean, and don't get me wrong, because I've had it. I know
Yeah.
that due to the ratio, you can find a man in your life who'll
Yeah.
love you for you and just you.
Right,
I
that's
get
right.
that. But on the average, because I will say it was rare. It was
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah.
On the average, is it selfish for a woman to expect a man to love her and her only, treat her in that aspect because of the ratio? Is that unrealistic?
I don't think so.
I need you to hear me though. That's not what I said. Because it's imperative that every man wants that in his life.
Every man wants what?
Wants
in
what?
him.
What she was talking about.
That
just
one-on-one?
That one-on-one,
Okay.
that connection.
Okay.
You know, now I was in a relationship where the woman was, professing undying love. But guess what? We're just friends. And it wasn't the case.
The woman
So
was
what
saying she was
made
just
it
friends?
the case? Is it just the reality that you two were
No,
compatible?
the time. Like, okay, so the more I wait through this process, now I know what you're doing in the dark, because it came to the light. You know, in the Latino culture, they have this word called a mentirosa, which is someone who
A mentirosa.
mentirosa,
That
which
make
is
you want to eat.
I thought that sounded like Mentos
Don't it though?
in Spanish.
With something that's
So-
grilled with some. I'm so okay.
well, we do have a porch date that I'm trying to invite myself to. 'Cause
Wow, he want to come to the
See.
porch date
we-
tonight.
we
You
can-
coming to the
I'm
porch
bringing
date?
I'm bringing the grill.
You coming to
Well,
the porch
come
date?
on.
Are
I'm
you
bringing the
coming
grill.
to the porch
We could
date?
put some shrimp on the
When is it
grill.
today?
What show tonight?
Like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
7:30ish. Okay, look, we didn't invited them to the porch
right,
date.
right.
You know?
It was supposed to have been a
Tracy, baby, if you Mark, put that phone number up because Tracy gonna make me fight her. Tracy said at least he's
Tracy
being
know the
honest.
damn number. She watch all the damn time.
And you know what,
Call
Tracy?
Tracy.
Tracy, can you be my
Tracy.
date to the porch date, please?
I don't even think she's in
Tracy,
Michigan.
at the
but
end of the day, you are absolutely right. As long as a person is being honest. So if a man or a woman is saying to their date, significant other or what have you, that I am seeing multiple people, that you are not my only person.
I love that.
As long as they are being honest with that, then it's on you to say, okay, I'm going to continue this relationship, or no, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're in a relationship, or you're making your date or your spouse or what have you believe that they're the only person, and yet you have multiple people, then you are
That's
at
the
fault.
deceiver.
Okay, you see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's the
Because at the
deception
end
of
of the day, if you've told me up front that I have multiple people that I'm dating, and then I see you out in public with somebody else, I shouldn't
That has
say
nothing
anything
and then
because
I'ma
you've
take
already
it-
told me.
And then I'm gonna take it this one further, and this is what I was trying to get people. Well, I try to get people to understand about the kind of situationship, if you will, that I have. And I guess just to be transparent, I just want to be popped. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want a relationship. I don't want.
You can't get mad at that.
don't say
you
that too
can.
loud, Keisha.
Keith, no, say it loud and proud, baby.
I'm just,
But you
Rick
know
James-
what? I'm
Rick
glad.
James
I'm
that.
glad that you are honest with that, because most women
Yeah.
will not admit
admit that.
that all I want is to be popped
That's it.
and I'm
Just-
done.
You know, and don't
that's
get me
it.
wrong. Understand this: the man who that choice has been made, we quick, we cool. We,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that
yeah.
has to be there. You know what I'm saying? We have to be. There has to be something. Like when the young lady called in last show, she was like, Keisha, you sound like you're trying." No, and me and Mark clarified it when we came back from rallies. Remember? And what I was saying was, when I said he has to be someone, if the man has children, he has to be a father involved in his children's life. He has to be responsible. He has to be employed. He has to be a business owner. Something about the kind of man is what is going to attract me to you. My girl she not going to become the juice box she is because you a dope dealer hanging on the street doing that all day. I can't.
You know what? We're going to please allow us to have this conversation at a later date, because I need to understand you when you say,
So
when
you are going
have-
to call in and you're going to have your own.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. We're going to call in when you fly out to visit me.
I'm going to fly out.
Okay.
That,
Okay,
that,
but
that I'll
anywho,
tell you.
okay,
Now,
but
I might
anywho.
bring somebody.
I was
Don't
just
worry
going to
about
say,
it.
but no, you not.
Yeah,
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 listen.
I might bring. Who was that
I'm
young
sorry.
lady?
Yeah, I knew you didn't catch that. That's why I had to say no, you're not first. I knew you didn't catch that.
Why
Let me
gotta
tell
be
you something.
sexual?
Let me
Why
tell
gotta
you
be
something.
You're not gonna do
And-
my
and-
cousin.
And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
If
If this one brings somebody with him, they'll stay at the airport. Y'all can do y'all thing.
Go
ahead.
ahead on. I
But
hope
you ain't
you
coming to
reserve
mine.
that
You ain't coming to mine.
It's going to be a really nice room.
Anywho, but Keisha, we need to have a conversation later, because I need to. I just want to hear you out when you say, you know, you just want to pop off, but this pop off has to have standards. He has to be a certain type of individual. But the one thing that he does not have to be is in a committed relationship.
Well,
and
he might
that's
be in a
what,
committed
no, he's not in a
relationship.
committed
He might be
relationship.
in a
If
committed
he's coming over
relationship.
here
He could
and
be
having a
committed.
pop off,
That
no,
could
that's
be-
not committed.
And
That
no,
could be-
that's
that
what
could be-
Shikani's means. He's not. He may mentally
to her.
think he's committed,
Yeah,
Right.
but he's
exactly.
not committed. And that
Let me go a little further. In a monogamous
relationship,
There we go.
exactly.
In
And
a
see,
monogamous
and
relationship.
I understand exactly. And then see, my thing about that is it's how I want the time, if you will. Like, I'm so not there, if you will. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the guy that I wanted a choice has to be in a relationship. No, I mean, he could be the kind of
You
guy
prefer
who's,
him to be in a relationship because then you don't have to.
Ooh, leave me alone.
Exactly.
Well,
There
about
we
your
go.
business.
There
Don't
we
call
go.
her. You
There
don't.
we
Y'all
go.
ain't worried about you texting me
Got
all
it.
kind. I'm not worried.
Got
Don't
it.
you do nothing that's gonna blow up your spot. You see what I'm saying? And but this
Because
is the
if you
thing.
do, I'm not here for you.
Oh, baby.
Oh, we need to have.
Okay,
Now,
but wait,
mind you,
but
let's
wait.
go. Let's
But
go.
wait,
Wait,
no,
no,
but
hold
this
on.
is what I'm
Let's
saying.
go
Wait.
back to the masculinity and
I
the
was
original
just gonna say.
conversation.
Hell,
This is
I
how
was just gonna
Negroes
say
used
that.
to talk in the 70s and 80s, y'all.
Yeah, but wait a
They
minute.
have just
but-
demonstrated the reality of the whole topic, broke it down to the last compound, because this is
it can
exactly
forever be
this
broke.
is exactly how it has transpired to where now women who are supposed to become trying and wanting to be wives have been nothing more than male masculinity situations.
Now, and see, this is the thing, and in all fairness to that, and the only reason that I feel that way is actually since my husband has passed, kind of, I'm a year before you, so Daryl's been gone for 6, so. Not, but before even, I mean, it took me a minute just to even. But anyway, looking at and hearing, seeing, viewing what's out here now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even, and don't get me wrong, and I say this all the time. If I were to find me another Daryl, and let me clarify this because everybody like, you can't, no, I'm not saying he has to be Daryl.
Right.
I would never hold another man to his standards. 9 times out of 10, he's going to fail.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm saying that is, if I were to find another man who came into my life and loved me for me, I mean, me and him rocked this thing out. We built together. We did, I mean, professionally, personally, spiritually, we rocked this thing out to the point that the whole point of it is that that's how we're actually recognizing our growth. We did this. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have. That type of thing. So that's what he and I had. We capitalized on that. We realized it, and there was not another person walking this earth who was worth either of us allowing someone to interfere with that. You know. So
That's deep.
But what I'm saying is, now knowing that and seeing what the choices, you know, some and no knock to any good men out here. No knock to any good men out here. But I'm sorry, it's 0 to 12. It 1 to 12.
She feel like she had the best that she could get, and she's not gonna hold anybody in the future to the standards
right
of what she had.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. And wait a minute. But the only reason I'm saying that is because some people are very rare to find true love in their lifetime.
place.
Yeah.
So to get it to
Yeah.
come a
First place.
second time
I'm
around.
not even gonna.
Ooh, I'm not gonna even now.
Yeah.
Like I
Let
said,
me
if-
say this.
One moment, Al. But let me say this: if it happens again, the Most High rock with me.
Yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, I am not going to waste this chapter of my life attempting to find it. I would
Find that,
prefer
yeah.
to hold on to what I know it is versus trying to find it again and be all done. So what I mean by that is, well, wait, cuz what I mean by that is, and due to the fact that now that Bay has been gone, you know, and he's been gone, and my sexual desires have kicked back in. What I would prefer to do is have the kind of situationship that to where you and I both know what this is.
You and I.
No, I'm just saying. And
I was just asking.
no, I got you.
You got me?
But look, what I'm saying is, I am so, even if you had a woman in your life, don't get me wrong, of course I want to have sex, but my sex drive is so low now that by the time she get to the point like, girl, if you don't call him, it could be a month. Or
Keisha, let me
I'm
say-
so not a factor in that woman's life if he's involved.
Yeah.
I'm not a factor at all. Hell, the time that I spent with your man is the same time that he probably could have ran to the gym.
Okay, so
I'm
let me ask you this, Keisha.
If that makes sense.
Break it down. Break it down.
Because I have to ask you this and understand
This is about to get
this
good,
is
go ahead,
come
baby.
from love
'Cause they
because I
cousins.
don't understand this. You know what you had with Daryl, and so now you say, "What's out there? What's out there?" I can't get with what's out there. Do you feel as though because you're okay with a situationship, you are contributing to
What's out there?
What's out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. No, and the only reason I said that because what was out there when I had Daryl. Do you see what I'm saying? It was out there when I had Daryl.
What's going on, caller? Who is this and where you calling
Sorry,
from?
mama.
Hold on. This Julius
Oh,
calling right there, real quick, though. Real quick. Miss Connie, let me ask you this one thing real quick, all right?
Okay.
If it's so bad that you think of having a pop-off is not going to bring you what you may feel or need you're going to have for the rest of your life, why are you not pursuing multiple men?
That's not towards
How can you...
Yeah, that's
No,
it. Wasn't
that-
me who
no,
wanted
that-
the
no,
pop up.
No, I have the
No,
pop
no.
off.
No. I know Keisha. I know you got your stuff going. You cool. But what I'm saying to Miss Connie is this:
Okay.
if you want one desired man that has all these qualities and attributes that you just need to have, why are you not trying to pursue enough men right now? You're like,
Oh,
yeah,
I
that
see
pop
what
off,
he.
I didn't
Okay.
that
say
pop
the
off was good,
qualities.
but at the
saying-
same
you're
time,
completely off
that's
the
not what I want to deal with
I'm off
financially
the
because this
market.
bum ass nigga
But you're
doing.
not
You see what I'm
actively
saying?
No, I don't, Julius, because you indicated that if I have these standards in men, if I want certain standards in men, I never said on this show what my standards were that I was looking for in a man. That was Keisha who said that. So I guess I'm not understanding your comment to me. Why you're asking why I'm at the end of the day? You're asking me why aren't I dating?
And I'm asking you, why are you so hesitant to be just going ahead and be like, well, let me just get these pop-offs going. That way I can just get what I need in one dude, period. You see that right
number
there?
one, I don't want to pop off. I don't want to lay down with every guy I meet hoping that it's going.
Just the special ones.
I guess it's just me. You know, yeah, I live in that world.
No, I get that. I hear you. No, I hear you.
I'm not one
you
who.
saying that.
I am a one man.
As Julia said, why
woman.
aren't you open to exploring?
The one reason why is because no man will approach me.
That's not true.
I promise you. Listen, I am on a Facebook dating site. Have been on that Facebook dating site for, since my husband, when I was ready to get back in.
Is that just
No.
I hear it.
And
I
do
smell
you
it.
know?
I smell it. I smell
Do
it.
you know? Not one man in that Facebook singles have been in my inbox.
Okay,
Not
but
one.
that's metaverse world. You are an actual woman that's in reality. Go out
Gorgeous.
there and
But-
just
but
live your
here-
life.
Gorgeous. Don't
But here's the thing.
say it right, Julie.
Even when I'm out in public. Now you guys heard me say I like to dance. So even when I'm in, a ballroom setting or something like that, no man will approach me with the intentions of getting to know me. Will they ask me to dance? Yeah, every now and again, they'll ask me to dance or what have you. But no man,
I'm taking
no
her ass to
man
Home Depot after
will.
this.
I'm telling. I've been to Home
You
Depot.
know what?
And here's the thing.
You know what?
And
I'm
here's the thing.
I'm gonna say one thing about you, Connie. Though you give off the aura of someone who's not single.
Really?
That's the thing. You come off like a chick that's married already. Like you.
Or you
How
still
is that?
married right
Because
now.
it's the
I think
maturity, and it's
seriously,
not
yeah.
like,
There
and
you
I'm
go.
not, like, and that's not, and I'm not saying that that's the reason why I wouldn't approach you. So, but like, just my perception of you is, oh yeah, she married. I wouldn't even look at. I mean,
Okay, that's
paying
locked
attention to
down.
the.
And let me tell you how perception plays into the part. And Keisha, again, no shade. And I don't know whether you're doing this, Julius, because you already know Keisha, but he addressed Keisha as Keisha. He addressed me as Miss Connie.
See what I'm saying?
So I don't understand, Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all.
Con.
Let me tell y'all something.
Baby, what's
I
up?
can be as ratchet as the next person. I can be as ghetto as the next person. But I act accordingly,
Gotta
so
love a Detroit woman.
my,
Just
my,
how you
my
carry
family
yourself.
knows.
That's
My
it.
family knows when I'm behind closed doors and we're drinking and
baby,
smoking.
yeah,
I'm a mess.
Nothing
aren't I?
like
I'm
y'all.
a mess. But when I'm in
Nothing
public,
like y'all,
and
bro.
see, here's the thing too. And this guy and I had this conversation. I am Al. I'm just going to use you as
Use
an
me, baby.
example.
Abuse me.
If Al and I were a couple,
Mm-hmm.
I am a representation of him.
That is it.
So whether we are together or not, I am still representing him when I'm out in public. So when I'm in public, I have to, be a particular way
Me too.
because I don't know who's watching me in public. You see what I'm saying?
And then understand this, not even saying that you care
Yeah.
about what the people think. It's
But
just
I care
that the
about my
overall
partner.
Mind, that is
absolutely.
it. That
I
is
care
it.
about my
Okay,
and likewise, I
get-
want my
I
partner
get
to
it.
act a certain way. I don't want anybody
see-
calling me saying I saw Al
see the-
and he was doing this
And he
and
don't
he
give
was
a
doing
damn.
that.
I see
you
the
know?
image and
He was
projection
humping
that
on
you
her
want to
on the
present to
dance
the
floor
world.
and everything. It was
All
Wednesday.
I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. It's like the whole entire thing as far as like you wanted to get out of this particular frequency of being widow and then turning into that beautiful flower again. You're not giving yourself enough water. That's all
You know
I'm
what? I
saying.
agree with you. I agree. And you know why?
you
You know why I agree with you, Julius? Again, we had this conversation. And so I was asked, are you putting yourself in situations where you could be approached? And my answer to that was no.
Me
Why?
either.
Because I go to work. I'm a homebody.
Me too.
I've always been a homebody. So I go to work and come home. I don't. If I had to go to Home Depot, okay, I'll go. Even when I'm in the cigar lounge, sitting amongst all of the men who are smoking or what have you, I don't know their perception of me. I don't know if they feel as though I'm being too masculine because I'm in a male-dominated environment.
Operating the way they are.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
And
okay.
so-
What I'm saying is just that you have to keep giving yourself the chance to actually do the work. What I'm hearing from you is saying is that I just want to go home and do my work. Go home and do my work. And I want to go out and casual and be social when I feel like it. But you're not putting in the work that you need for you to get the greatness back inside. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
That's
but
all
wait a
I'm
minute,
trying to
Julius,
do.
let's say this, and then Connie, this is, and what Julius just explained actually is the reason that I have my situationship. My lifestyle that I live, when I come outside, if you will, I'm point A, point B.
That's
I
it.
work Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, when I come out Saturday, it's because either organization work, we just here come down Saturday, have a meeting, I'm never really out and about just to be out and about.
Gentlemen,
So-
this is why it's important to get your gasoline game up. Be
And-
able to holler at them at a gas station because these are the type.
Gasoline.
Because
gas.
we the type that's going right back in the
They'll
house.
pump
We're
that
just
gas.
going
And we're going right back in the house.
This is imperative. Go ahead, man. Go
And
ahead.
then wait a minute, but someone has also told me that before, like, you don't put yourself into environments or situations that you
Exactly.
can meet someone.
Exactly.
But this is the reason I have my situationship. You're right, I don't.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then for me to go about it the way that I go about it, don't get me wrong, he's someone I know.
Yeah.
But for me to actually be able to get popped from
The fish that's not in the water can't get caught.
How about that? Wait a minute. But the
There you
meeting,
go.
but this is the thing. Damn it.
That's why you drive. You
Took
ain't
my
in the
day.
water.
Okay, no,
Exactly.
but see, this is
But-
the thing. Wait a minute. Okay, I got it back. Thank you. I got it back. So, but what I'm saying is, due to the fact that I'm not out and about, like that, and of course, it has to be someone I know because if I actually tried to meet someone new, you know how long it would take before you got coochie.
Yeah.
And then all along now, I'm
I
sitting
know.
here fiending like crazy because I really. And then the
So
main.
probably not that long because
Yeah,
you're
not
feeling
that
like
long.
crazy.
You're feeling like
No,
crazy.
no, but this is what I'm saying. That is the main reason I wouldn't want to meet someone from
The wrong
scratch.
person.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
try to get to know him.
Yeah.
Then what I'm supposedly knowing about him, because you never know somebody until he could be
Yeah.
fronting all this
Yeah.
time. You done
Yeah.
got the box and now you a
Well,
whole different.
Sometimes I wish I had a different mentality. Sometimes I wish
And no,
I was
That
that
you could be a
girl.
hooker.
No, but
huh?
yes,
yes.
I wish you could
Connie,
be a
girl,
hoe.
Connie.
But
No,
listen,
not
Connie,
really.
let me
I
help
wonder
you.
how many women who have the the maturity, who carry themselves, wish they could be a hoe sometimes.
No, but wait a minute. I
listen.
promise you I understand exactly what you're saying because honestly, I wish I did have the nerve to be a hoe.
Now, notice they
Yeah.
from the same family, so let me just say
We
that.
are.
Shut up, we are. And-
Y'all had the
from-
same
yeah.
upbringing,
Y'all
the
from the
same
weird
values.
y'all wired.
And believe it
So-
or not, we're from the different generations.
So, no, I
Yeah,
don't believe
yeah,
that.
we're different
Yeah,
generations.
generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Both of
so-
y'all look young as hell. Anyway, let me just say this though: the best way to do that is just to try it. I'm right here.
You know what? I can't. And let me tell you why. I can't. I cannot. No, Mark.
You gotta
Al,
Al, I
you
can't
gotta
because I'm sorry.
hold on.
He's on. Hey, listen.
Al in
Wait,
trouble
guys,
over
wait,
there.
Julius,
wait,
hey
no,
Julius,
wait,
hey
let me
Julius,
let me see this
Julius.
real quick.
The
Hold on, let me get this
reason
in,
I
let me get it,
can't, the reason I can't, Julius,
Yes, ma'am.
is because he's already laid his cards on the table, in that he has said that he dates multiple women. Okay, so I already know going into this that he dates multiple women, and so I would be doing myself an injustice to think that I could get with Al, because with me, my love language is time and attention and touching. Al right now can't give me the attention that I desire and the time because he has too many women that he's with now. And so you know,
let me say this before she finishes
no,
her sentence.
you
Man,
so
man,
rude cutting
man,
me
Talking
off.
to your
You
mic,
so
brother.
rude.
Talking to your mic.
Man to man, Julius. Let me just say this before. So what she just said was a complete lie, because once a man learns that love language and has that ability to talk to that language,
Then she becomes
waits-
Monday through Sunday.
Then she would generally fold like she did last time.
But you know what? But you're right. Unless they know ahead of time that you are already into relationships now, why would I then
Because
fall
of what you
into
get out of it.
your no
Because of what you get out of it.
no
You would get the quality time that you need.
Here's the thing.
You
Here's
need
the
the
thing
quality
with
time
my.
that you would need.
No.
As well as the physical attention.
Here's
because you're not
the
asking,
thing that I've
you're
learned
not
from my
asking me
husband's
to
death.
Hold on, let her finish.
Here's the thing that I've
Julie.
learned from my husband's
Mm-hmm.
death.
Go ahead.
I know my worth.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I now I know what I will agree to accept
Mm-hmm.
or allow. And right now I don't want to deal with a man who has other situationships because I'm one. Again, my love language, I told you what my love language is. And so if you're not giving me my love language, then I'm thinking he's giving his love language to all of the other women out there, you know, and so I can't deal with that.
T on YouTube said it best.
Hey, T.
Al want 24 cupcakes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's you want 24 cupcakes,
Yeah.
Al? Or you don't want the, you
He
don't
don't
care
want the
about-
cake.
He don't
he
want-
don't want
no,
the
he don't want the
he
cake.
don't want the
Okay,
same
so
ingredients.
24 cupcakes
Connie-
is easier to carry, just so you know.
And so
Connie,
here's the
what
thing.
I'm saying is this. Connie, no, what I'm saying is this, because I gotta get up. I gotta let other people get on. At the end of the day, the frequency that you carry in has to be modified so you can get the results that you want.
So
You
in
are
other
saying
words,
to
what
me, no. Hold on, let me finish here. Because at the end of the day, what you're saying to me is that I have been in a situation where I had a beautiful marriage. Now this young man has ascended on to the next level. And now I'm standing here trying to figure out what can I do to either replicate that or make it better. I want to pop off. Oh, but I don't want to go ahead and be the pop off of just one man where he got a slew of other women. Well, you need to be looking for the frequency of what can I do to cultivate myself to just say, like, look, this is what I want. I'm going to get it and then go on about my day.
But Julius, you know what I
Said
heard?
that.
What I heard, the only thing I heard you say, Julius, is that I need to dumb down my expectations.
No,
in
not at
order
all.
to-
What I'm saying is you
because
need to change. You need to change the frequency about how your expectations are being presented out here into the universe. You are putting these projections out of this particular frequency, and you're not getting the results that you want. I'm not saying going out there being I don't mean like using that word, a slur or whatever.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
Go out there and just keep exploring and find out what it is that your womanhood and your femininity wants to explore more. There's no
Basically, he's
such
saying,
thing
how
as
can
a
you say
woman.
that you want to be a hoe, but then you shunning him.
I never said I wanted
No,
to
she
be a
never
whore.
said- no,
I
she
never
wished.
said
I didn't. I'm not
I said
insinuating that say that you want to be a
sometimes
hoe.
I was a whore.
We know
I
that
just
you
wouldn't
don't
care.
want
Yeah,
to
so I
be a
wouldn't
hoe
care.
by
Yeah.
default.
We know that you
We
want
want you to
to
sometimes you
pop
wanna have
off
your
from
whole
time to
days.
time.
Oh, you
That's
saying
what we-
some? Okay.
But then he's the one that's per se living the lifestyle, and you.
Oh, he's
you
being a
shy.
whore.
I'm not being look, stay out my business.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody saying who I'm sleeping
I
with.
wasn't calling him a whore. I'm just
sorry.
saying, like, he,
Okay, guys, wait. Donnie Granite says, I like Connie because she refuses to be put in a box that says women are only this, and that. I'm the same way. However, to men, we are perceived as masculine, and some men don't see room
Sugar mama.
room for them in your life. So I think just being aware of their perception helps soften us.
Thank you, Donnie.
She says, an Al can talk that talk, but some women will come along and cancel all of that.
What
Donnie, I
you
think
say?
that's
Come
you,
on,
Donnie.
Donnie.
I
Donnie
think
said
that's
that,
you.
you know what?
Donnie,
And so
listen,
look,
listen
but
to
let
me
me,
clearly. I
I
think
always
that's you.
want to clarify this. And I just want to, as far as me, you know, because actually when people find out that I'm in a situationship, they act like, oh, you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's
Because I was the one.
yeah. And see, this is
Keisha.
the thing about that. The situationship that I'm in that situationship. Like, not as far as me, he's the only one that and it's every blue moon. Don't get me wrong, maybe once a month. You see what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
sex drive is not high at all. We may kick it on the phone a couple of times throughout the week, but overall, and the main reason I'm that way is because of how much of an introvert I am now. You know what I'm saying? And how much I don't want a relationship. Like we said the last time. Like for right now, I got the grand puppy. Oh, my house a mess.
Yeah.
You know, and so if I had a man in my life to that point, the house gonna stay clean.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Food gonna stay cooked.
Yeah.
And da da da. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything in a relationship that involves me actually having to play the role of a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But at the same time, every now and again, she jumps.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so that's when I'm, what you doing? You busy? Can I see you tonight? Da 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 da. We come over, we kick it, we what attracts me about him, what makes me interested in him. We
I
have
really wanna
those
know
kind of.
who her name is.
You know what I'm saying? We
I
have
wanna
those
get
conversations. We get into
knowledgeable
our
of
thing
who
and he
her
gone.
is. When she
Now I'm
jumps,
back into
can
my
I call her by her first
introvertness,
name?
and I'm back to my weekly. I'm back to no relationship. I'm back to being me. Month later. And go on about your business. Now, don't get me wrong, single or involved, if you would. Now, don't get me wrong, he can't be married.
Yeah.
Now, that's just a no.
That ain't what you said about 4 shows ago.
I didn't know. I never clarified that. No, he can't be married. Now, you can't be in a covenant. You know, you can't have
You
stood
just said
before.
in a relationship. You don't
No,
matter.
a relationship, I don't care.
Oh,
no,
okay,
but I'm
all right,
saying
all right.
he can't be.
So he can't be
So
single.
He can't have stood before God and
Right.
a
So
priest and
he could be
married
single.
this woman.
He could be single.
He can be single. Yeah, he
You
can be
understand
single,
what single
or
is?
he can be
So
single.
you
single.
have-
What I said
you
earlier,
have-
now you
if
get it.
you're not
you
married,
have the
you're single.
Now you
mentality.
get it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
Yeah,
have
he
the
can be
mentality that my
single.
sister has.
And then one moment, cause and then the thing about that too is the way that I interject into his life is the whole reason I'm okay with the fact that there's a woman in his life. I'm so much not
Have
there.
you met her?
I'm not there.
Have
No,
you had the
I would
conversation?
never. Oh no. I would
So
never.
listen.
So there's-
okay,
there's
so
some-
that's
there's
the
some
same.
badness
That's the
about
same mentality that my sister has,
Mm-hmm.
and her mentality is you're single unless you're married.
Right.
Okay, that's it. So, what is the difference in being in a committed relationship
Marriage.
versus being married?
No, not
For
marriage.
me,
Covenant.
and that's what I
covenant.
consider.
That's what you said.
But I consider marriage the covenant. That's
Covenant.
what I'm saying. The
There's a
covenant of
Okay.
marriage.
You
That's
stood
what I'm
before
saying.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
Yeah.
You stood before God
before
and man.
God, and you told God, I am going to love this only one woman here,
Okay.
and I'm not going outside of that. I'm not going to be the part that participates in you actually breaking that covenant of law that you promised to God.
So let's be honest.
I'm not.
Let's be honest and saying
As she looks at me.
most men and some, some women,
Yeah.
who stand before God,
Yeah.
to get married,
Yeah.
has never set foot in a church.
That is it.
And so they don't understand, the covenant of standing before God and, being committed, and you're making your vows and you're doing this. They don't understand that. So again, I don't understand if a guy or girl who has never been to church, never prays to God, God plays no factor in their lives, and yet you married this person and expect them to follow up or stay within this covenant because you stood before God and said
that
you would
means
be
not-
committed.
yeah.
So again, I ask, what's the difference between being in a committed relationship and being married?
Let
You're
me
saying
take
as
this
far
one.
as me dating
No,
someone?
not
that
you.
I-
I'm just
Let
saying,
me
yeah.
take this
Okay.
one. So I'm from California originally. In California, they had arranged marriages, arranged relationships way before it became legal, right? And that was cool with that. I have no issues with that. Now, when you have started, and I am pro lesbian, pro gay, all of that. But when you start talking about marriage, I had issue. The reason being is that because that is a covenant. One is a man law. You and I go down to the courthouse, we agree on some things. Now I have certain benefits. The other is a covenant. We split blood.
I'm sorry, certain benefits. What do you mean by you have certain benefits?
Insurance, the ability.
Oh, nowadays your life partner can get your benefits.
But I'm talking about back then.
Okay.
So in reality, when you say marriage, that is no longer a contractual relationship. But I agree with you that 90% of the people that get married have no clue what they're signing up for. And as I posted not that long ago, I will not get married again until I learn all the little idiosyncrasies. Like before I got married, I did not know. I had no idea that there was a wrong way to put milk in the refrigerator. Now that once I got married, I'm like, okay, the second husband's club, there's some knowledge there. I'm supposed to go to the mall with you, grab your purse, sit my ass down while you shop and shut the fuck up.
That's not true.
No, I get what. And
Yeah,
that's
wrong
what
way
you're
to
saying,
put
but
milk
it's
in
the
the
woman you
refrigerator?
chose.
Oh man,
Wait a minute.
We said
That's
we
a
told him.
thing?
We told him last time it was the woman he chose. We did tell him that last
He chose
time,
the wrong
too.
one.
He chose.
You
Now,
chose
and
the
then
wrong one.
understand this, and what actually made me get married was actually the trials and tribulations we went through before we got there.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
caused our
yeah.
marriage.
And
When
now, let me ask you this. I'm sorry, Keith.
No, baby.
What what about this person? And I hope I'm not, being nosy, like it's none of my business.
I'll tell you.
What made you want to marry this particular person?
Oh, Lord Jesus. So some would argue that I've been a player all of my life.
And you still are.
I don't know about that. But,
You found a way to kind of atomize it.
This when I looked at her for the very first time, I knew this was the one. Like there was no question, no doubt. I can put all that away. I was faithful the entire time. Well, she would say I wasn't faithful because I didn't wait until after the divorce was final to find somebody else.
So you looked at her. So just the
visual. I am ready to change completely for this one person.
Just based on her visual?
If you
that answers it.
If you saw my ex-wife,
this is why it didn't work out because you weren't putting the milk in there.
No. And then what you did, you were moved by your flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, it was all flesh.
Yes.
It was and that's never gonna last.
36,
that's never gonna last.
36.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah, that's never gonna
we went
last.
14 years.
But no, this
And
is the thing.
you say that to say what?
No,
Marriage
Connie,
is for life.
No, and this is the thing. Like he said, they went 14 years. So after that appeal of the body, when you found out that it was about putting milk in the refrigerator and da-da-da-da, I bet you putting that milk in the refrigerator the wrong way had no impact on how you looked at that 36,
That's
24,
right.
36.
That's right.
Now she getting on your damn nerves
That's
because,
right.
girl,
Because
the milk is in the refrigerator.
Right.
I don't give a damn
Whether
about
it's on the top shelf or the bottom shelf.
You want us to
It's-
be able to see the missing kids, or you want us to be able to see the ingredients? Like, which
So
way do
again,
you put this in?
going back to
That
our
is it.
last,
No,
our
yeah.
last
For those that don't know,
podcast.
you have to make sure that the date is visible.
Yeah.
That is the right way.
See what I mean?
Correct
No,
way.
and
Right,
Keisha,
right.
Keisha, that plays into what we talked about earlier. It doesn't matter that she is a CFO or she
None
had,
of that.
You know,
He put that milk in the refrigerator wrong.
he put it in there wrong.
You see what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter that she was 36, 24,
36,
36.
36.
You still
and
have
then
to
the thing about that is,
For those
don't
who want to
that
know,
you put
my
this-
daughter looks exactly like my ex-wife. Feel free to go on Facebook, alvonunley.com, on Facebook, and you will see my daughter is exactly what I married. Like literally.
She was spitting image
Oh
of her
my
mom.
God.
and so
Acts like her
visual.
too. Does the whole nail clapping and everything.
So people out there, visuals. If you're marrying based on visual,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble. And
You're in
then
trouble.
another thing too is, and like I was saying, what when we decided to get married, it was basically because of the trials and tribulations we went through, and how we discovered that through these situations we're going to stand together.
That's right.
And what also, and I will say, and I understand exactly what you're saying, because as far as like me and being in relationships and da 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 da, when I actually was in that relationship and we had no infidelity issues,
yeah,
none.
yeah.
I mean, to the point where when we bought our cell phones, when we went in the store to upgrade, just to help the good little sales girl, we didn't care what kind of case she gave us. She could have gave us the same case, which in
Right.
most cases we did.
Yeah.
I go to work, my phone ring, I got the hubby's phone.
Right. That's
You
right.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now I'm calling, him, babe, you got my phone, I got yours. So get the people you work with, because he was engineer downtown, and they
That's
had
right.
to do
That's
these freight
right.
things. But anyway, he had to operate off his cell phone. So
Right.
you need to call the people and tell them you got my cell phone. Never a thought, babe, got my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Damn, he got my phone.
Y'all-
I don't hold
y'all-
that.
y'all
why
wanna hear a
do
funny story?
why? Oh,
Y'all
tell
want to hear a
us.
funny story?
We
Yep.
do.
And it's not funny, but it's funny to me. About 4 weeks ago, my ex-wife got into a horrible car accident.
Oh, was she okay?
Oh, she is okay now. She will be not walking for about another month and a half. But
wow.
it
Sorry
was
to hear that.
horrible. And my daughter calls me. She says, "Daddy, I don't know what the problem is." Now, mind you, my daughter is not stupid. She's 20-some years old, and she says, "I don't know what the problem is." I'm like, "I couldn't get a hold of you. What happened?" Mr. Ian turned off our phone. Why did Mr. Ian turn off your phone, especially at a time like this? Well, Mommy said, "Go get my phone," from Mr. Ian. And so I asked to borrow the phone, and then when he asked me about it, I gave it to Mommy. I was like, and you don't understand what the problem is, right? Because my ex-wife did not want her husband to know to have her phone while she's in this tragedy, damn near in a coma. I was rolling.
And she was concerned about the phone.
Go
What
get
was in
my
that
phone.
phone? What was in that phone? But here's my question to you,
Yes, ma'am.
and to all men. I'm sorry, and to all men and women. Why get married if you don't want to be committed? Why get married?
Well, so here's the thing.
Because what is the point of marriage to you? Why upgrade it when you're already behaving in the
Right,
area that you're
right.
going to continue to behave in
I don't-
anyway?
As I shared with you before, I'm still studying this concept. Now, mind you, at my church, I was the president of our couples fellowship. I probably know more about marriage. I probably forgot more about marriage than most people know. Right now, but I don't necessarily believe that marriage is necessarily the best way to go.
Okay.
I
Because
understand.
in this situation, but I do believe that integrity, honesty, upfrontness is important, especially if we're trying to save the black family. Because how many times, when you look at grandpa back in the day, before there was Facebook, before there was social media, to say, you know what, I have a family on the other side of town. I'm taking care of them as well. You have, there are some small towns in Waynesboro, Mississippi, that you got to ask some serious questions about who your kinfolk are, because I'm not marrying my brother. You see what I'm not marrying my sister, in that regard. And I think that's important to be able to say that we look at that as not as marriage as the end all be all.
Right.
But being able to
That's
say,
right.
but honesty above all things is imperative.
It is very much.
Yeah.
So.
Because I want you to know what you may be getting into. Now, have there been women that have cleared my bench? Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you going to be one of them? I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to be honest, upfront, to the truth to you, and let you decide upfront if that's something that you want to do.
And that is it.
And when you give me that word, that Exodus, when you tell me, hey, it's Exodus time. Now, I got to be honest with you on that. Not everyone's going to give the privilege of having that. To be able to give me that word to say, okay, Al, I'm ready for you to clear your bench. Because understand this, it's always going to be the woman's choice.
It is.
That's where the key. The
yes,
woman
it is.
decides when it's time to get for serious.
Yeah.
The men decide when it's time to ring some wedding bells.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
I agree.
So are you okay with the people that you date having other people that they date?
No.
And on that note, guys, we're going. Al said no. Look, are you seriously coming to the porch date?
Okay, so I need somebody to hit my DM because I don't want to be among all these people by myself. So hit my DM. I'm seriously going to commit to us going. Let me know if y'all here. And if you call me, you're the one that's going to. If you call the radio show, you're the one I'm going to take. So hit that number that's on the side of the thing, and then we'll go
You're gonna
And
take
guys,
where?
we're
Hold
going-
on. You gonna take where?
to the porch date at her house.
How?
Oh,
How dare you? How dare you?
Move to strike. Move to strike. Move. No,
Yeah.
we didn't know that's what
How
he
you
meant,
going to invite
guys.
a stranger over?
To my house.
I can't. I can't have a
think
plus
that-
one.
No.
I can't have a
That's
plus
your
one.
plus one. Your plus one already there.
She leaving.
No, that's what I'm saying. But we gonna break some
I see how
down.
quick you replaced Chicani. Like, she leaving. I got to have.
See what I mean?
Tuesday.
See what I mean?
Tuesday.
See what I mean?
Stop. Stop. On that note, we are going to wrap it up.
No.
guys.
Next week I'll tell you how it went out
We
because I
gonna-
know y'all interested.
And we are going to wrap it up
My
on
Lord.
that note. And as you guys can see, this is a never-ending topic. Yes, it is. And we hope that we actually were able to dig into a little bit deeper, give some kind of insight on why I prefer my little situationship, why Connie is not looking for anything whatsoever.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm talking about as far as relationship,
No,
situationship.
she is looking for
No, she's not
situationship.
looking like anything
situationship.
whatsoever in reference
Right.
to a situationship.
Right.
She's getting ready to start dating.
And Al just feet is in his big toe was in the warm
He
water.
just-
it's cold.
he's just community.
I'm from California. We do the Pacific Ocean. We just-
You know, but and Mr. Mark, we don't know why. If y'all know this, Mark didn't really get too much input.
he did
on
not.
the-
Mark was silent. but-
Are
but
you
he
protected?
said- But he ain't stirred though.
He
ain't
said he ain't
stirred.
stirred not a
He
pot.
said, "Call him up."
When we
I'm
log
the-
off,
I'm
Mark,
the-
look,
I'm
Mark
the
gonna call his
engineer.
girl like I did good.
Yeah,
didn't I?
right.
I did good, babe. I did good.
Usually, he is an active
Especially
participant.
for
He
this
is
kind
saying,
of topic.
Ooh, Mark, look at his face.
I love it. I love it. It is a ball and a pleasure every time, guys. Connie, baby, from the bottom of my heart, I hate them losing.
Oh man,
I
yeah.
really,
Yes,
really
yes,
do.
yes.
And we need to ask Al today, are you actually interested in replacing Connie?
Hell no, she can't replace him. So
No,
you
no,
come
no,
every
I'm
week.
I
talking-
can't.
you know
I cannot
what I
be
mean.
replaced.
You know what
Come
I
on
mean.
now, you
cannot
just
be
said the wrong
replaced.
word.
I'm
man.
sorry.
What
Are
I will do, and I'm really honored and I thank you for allowing me to have this time. I'm gonna have my attorney get in contact with your attorney. We'll
Okay.
talk about commissions.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
You know,
We will
we
look.
can
Every
put that
damn
together.
And if
hustling.
you come to the porch date singularly, then we shall further discuss. And Mark, if you have
So it's
time,
business then?
come on down to. No, we're
It's
having
business.
fun.
We're gonna discuss it.
No,
You know
we're
what?
just having a good time.
Because you know,
We are.
I
We're
got I got
actually-
6 more bottles of this.
Bring
right
it
here.
on.
Wow.
Bring
Look
it
at
on.
Mark.
Bring it on.
You can leave that one here then. That's what it is.
Bring
No,
it on.
I knew you was gonna have a reaction to that though. I looked right at you when he said that. Mark,
It's
if you
against the rules
have
of-
time tonight, make sure you.
You know
come
that's a
down.
Michigan rule.
What? I guess to lead a crack
To,
bottle.
no, yeah, it's a Michigan rule. They
Oh,
don't
okay,
do
well,
that in
that's why you in
California.
Michigan, though.
Yeah,
You in
I was
Michigan.
like, wait a minute, I can't take. This is a whole. Yeah, I really learned
You
that.
say
That's-
some will pull you over and make you pour it out if they don't give you a ticket or arrest you for it, or at least pour it out, or you getting this ticket,
No, I'm
or you
talking
going
shit.
there.
But yeah, I will try to most definitely make it, man, because this is Connie's last.
It
Sunday
is,
here,
and
man.
we
I
just want
wanna-
to love on her
and we
before
love
she
her,
leaves.
man.
And then
We
don't get me
love
wrong, like I said, it's nothing big. It's just us coming down. And look, it's so small, you got to bring your own chair. I
But
don't
we
have no
do have
chairs.
something that we inviting all of the listeners out to.
All right,
The
let's talk.
Podathon.
Yeah.
The Podathon,
Yes,
right?
we are.
We
And
have-
guys, wait, Mark, not to interrupt it. The Podathon is being held on my birthday.
On your
Hey.
birthday.
From 12 to 7, and I
Yes.
want to actually celebrate the beginning and earlier part of the day with my community.
What's the date?
September 24th.
September the 24th. That is our podcast marathon going down at the Say
You
Detroit
see it on the
Place Center,
screen, guys.
located at, what is that, 19320 Van Dyke at the Say Detroit Place Center. So we'll have some guest speakers and some. There's a book bag drive too as well. You know what I mean? You can donate to our book bag drive on the website. Go to the link on the website, get the details for that, as well as all the information for the sponsorships and the vendors are at the bottom of the website. So if you're
Please, guys, tune
interested
in.
Vendor, we're going to do this live, our first live stream on location podcast.
I
You know what
love
So
that.
we're gonna do
And
that.
for all of the people who are interested, or if you know vendors, please make them aware of this event. What better way to actually come out, exploit your business, get some recognition, support your community at the same time, and be advertised at the Podathon September 24th from 12 to 7. Any interested vendors, or if you know
We'll be
anybody
live
who's trying to
streaming,
get
so
out
we'll
there,
be running commercials.
it'll be
throughout
live,
the,
everything.
yeah.
I'm going to have my mic.
Oh, yeah, we'll have people.
I'm already claiming my mic.
Yeah, people out there interviewing the. Well, you on a panel for the.
I know,
women's
that's why I
show.
said I got my mic.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
my
So
mic.
and then
Y'all
we'll
don't
have
make
a,
me fly in.
You better come on
Please
in for
don't
my
make me
birthday.
fly
You
in.
got-
And
see,
Connie,
you
we
shouldn't
will
have
put
left.
you
Nah,
on the
you shouldn't have
panel.
left. You supposed to been on the panel. Oh,
Listen,
leaving
listen.
butt.
We
I
had
don't
to-
think it's gonna be a
right, we
problem.
actually-
She's smoking $5,000 cigarettes.
You know what? Leave my business alone. Look, we had to tell her we had to alter some lists when we found out that the job was
Listen,
something she
let
couldn't
me say this
turn
real quick
down.
before we leave. I announced to my co-host and the producer that I was leaving, and the reason that I was leaving, it was a good reason. But the first thing they both said was,
Man, we did.
I'm not- and- but then they quickly said congratulations. But
We
initially,
want what's best for you,
Right.
but we hate
It's
you
a
gotta
good thing
leave to
that
get it.
we're,
know?
we're disappointed first that we won't be able to see you as
Yes,
frequently as we like. So we, of course
I'm
we're proud of
disappointed.
you.
and the energy
Yeah.
Of
you
course,
brought
of
to
course,
the
we
show.
love that you know expanding your career and all of that.
yes.
But we won't get to see. We want to
Then-
be around you.
Then
like,
do
it
this for
here.
me. Do this for me. Just pray for me that opportunity will present itself, that maybe I could come back, period. But
Yeah.
the opportunity has to present itself.
But
Yeah.
we still got the leash on you, right? Because we're gonna send
You
you,
do.
that video
You
chat
do.
link, and we're gonna
Yeah.
get you in on
Oh,
the show
absolutely.
anyway. So yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
So
I
we
agree.
can still have you and Al, you know,
Yeah.
flirting on the show via digitally. Yep.
Look, he already practicing
Yeah,
the
I
hey
know.
when you
It ain't gotta
tune
be digital
in.
if we both there.
Oh well, then he gonna fly out. We're gonna video chat both of y'all asses in.
Don't talk about it, Al. Be about it. Okay?
Oh, that's how she gonna
Don't
tell
talk
you,
about
Al,
it. Be about it. Okay.
Man, you know what? Because I
That's what I'm
honestly
saying.
think that Al may be a little bit afraid to let a woman like you in because he might have to not talk about it.
He
and
might
be
have to
about
act
it.
right. He might have to act right. Now, this is no shade to the women that
Help me,
he's
Tracy.
dating.
Help me,
My
Tracy.
sisters, it's no shade to you. But here's the thing. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about
Summed
it.
up.
You know, and this may be the wrong place to put this, but I want to make sure you understand.
Here we go.
My,
One of the
He
my
finna throw
business,
some
look, my
shade.
business partner said the one who'll be with us tonight, the one who learned that at my side, her name Toya. She talking about where Connie going.
Yeah, somebody just
Where
said
is
that on
Connie
YouTube.
going?
Oh, did they? Oh,
Listen,
somebody asked it on YouTube.
I can't say where I'm going, just for security reasons. You know, because I do have other people listening, and I don't ever
I know,
tell
that's
them.
why I didn't
Yeah.
mention it a
But
lot.
Most definitely.
I was presented with an opportunity, and let me say this. You know, where the Bible says, your gifts will open doors for you.
Yeah.
Let me just say, doors were opened for me, and this is an opportunity that I just cannot refuse. I'm sorry.
Can still get there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so,
We good.
you know, just
Yeah.
know I hate, you know, because for those who
Ooh,
know,
Al,
Keisha
you
and I
better
are
take
related,
these,
and
'cause
we've talked for years about
Yes.
doing things together.
Yes, we have.
And when we finally got together, it was like we just clicked, vibed. You know, Mark, I'm just, you know, getting to know Mark, and it's like when you get a good vibe with people, you want that vibe to continue. I enjoy. I'll never forget when I was out of state last week, couple weeks ago, and I called in via the the internet. My girlfriend was sitting on the side of me, and she too, said she could see the vibe. She loved the conversation,
Yeah.
and because we just vibe with what we were talking about. So, and Mark is always in our head,
Ain't he
finishing
though?
our conversation and things like that.
Everything.
But today he wasn't saying
He
much of
wasn't.
anything.
He
So.
Hey, I let y'all have the flow.
You let us
Oh,
have
is that
a flow
right?
on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
topic.
I
Understand, Julius had our back though. He called in and
Julius
Julius.
was
Good looking out,
Julius
Julius. I
held it down.
appreciate
Look,
the more testosterone.
your boy
in you.
played you today. He ain't even ride with you really.
No. See, but if you go to the beginning of the show, what was
Julius
they saying?
was there.
No. What, and if you go to the beginning of this show, what would they say? Oh, they together. See, I had your back, right? But then when Julius called in, I can fall back. You know what I mean?
We gonna let him have that. Let him have
We'll
it. It's
let
your
him.
last time.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know
We'll
how to.
let
I
you
know
have
how to know my role and play my position. I'm not gonna.
You say I'm really
overexert-
here just to do this.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna overexert my existence. You know, see what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? It was full. It was a full
Good
conversation.
answer.
We watching.
Good
I didn't
answer.
need
Good answer. Good
answer.
answer. Good
Insert
answer.
myself into this one. That's right.
Hey, guys, y'all can see that we are continuing on. This is a paid for show.
Right,
We about
right.
to end this.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It is a pleasure every time, Connie Cuzzle. I swear I'm gonna miss you, baby.
Yes,
I
I'm
pray- in the
gonna
miss you
physical.
too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Al, we
No,
are
you're not gonna miss me because spirit flies to where
No,
I'm
but
going.
I'm gonna miss you right now though.
before
I'm
you
a-
take the spirit trip.
Before I take
In
the
between
trip.
now and the Porsche date.
Well, the Porsche date is happening.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
I didn't
I'm
know I
sending you
couldn't
my
bring
address,
nobody.
Al.
I mean,
No, you can't.
Damn. I mean, I just.
But here's the
Because the
thing.
energies that's coming to the porch day, we all vibe, we
That's
connect, and we just
right.
want to love on each
I
other.
thought
You
you just
know?
wanted to taste my food.
You bringing food?
Oh, you bringing food?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're bringing
Oh,
I'm
food.
bringing a grill.
Oh, we're gonna cut up.
I don't even own a grill.
I might have to cancel one
You
of the
need
night
me to bring a
shows tonight,
grill?
man.
She gonna
Somebody
cut you
bring-
deep.
Huh?
She gonna cut you. Keisha gonna cut you deep.
Thinking shrimp.
Is it Keisha?
No, it ain't Keisha.
Oh.
That's Wednesday.
I'm not gonna deny whatever you want to bring. Bring it, honey. What do you need?
I don't need
What do you
anything.
need?
I don't need anything.
I got what you
All I need you to just keep saying yes. Just keep saying. No, not with that
Connie
cigar.
and
This
Oh,
I bought this one from Foreman Mills.
Hold on.
I bought this one from
Plate. I
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to eat.
I
Wait
don't
a
know what
minute.
that
What
cigarette
you
can
feed
say.
her, goddammit. You gonna feed her her own plate.
Hold on. So you got a problem with my cigar?
I got a problem with you putting it around some Foreman Mills cloth.
Because if a little spark drop on that,
I'm gonna be a
you
Michael
burn
Jackson
that.
up in
I
this.
got you. I got you. I understand.
This whole thing was
I understand.
$2.99.
Hey, but you still
Yolanda,
look good. But
thank
you still look
you.
good. So that's the whole
That's it. Didn't we
purpose
say
of
that
it.
we can
That's
put
the
it up?
whole
I will
purpose
dress
of
in the
it.
cheapest
But you gotta
and
know your
next
people.
to-
You gotta know like you can't put that
That's
on.
all right.
Yeah, you gotta know what your
Listen,
pep got on, huh?
Hey, listen.
You're like-
Al.
Yolanda, thank you again.
You are very welcome, Yolanda. Thank you. Yolanda said, amazing show, guys, as always. We appreciate
Tell a
you,
friend,
Queen,
Yolanda.
tuning in every time.
Yes.
Make sure you share this show, Yolanda, and get into the topic of discussion with some of your people based on the show. And then next time we come on, call in and give us y'all opinions, too. We would appreciate that also.
Yeah.
Have your
Guys,
booze call in because we got
we-
enough females up in here.
You know what?
Listen,
I need some
we
more
need to carry
Julians in
this
my
show
life.
on to tonight.
I need some more Julians.
No, that's
in
what
my
I'm
life.
saying.
You
That's
done
what,
spoke
that's
her
why
up.
I said we're going to continue it.
You
And then
keep calling
Toya.
on my damn phone. You done spoke her up. And shit. So
I'm
come on
sorry,
in.
Keisha. I didn't mean that, Keisha.
No,
Keisha.
she probably ain't watching. She want to talk business, but we do need to wrap it up. We
I got you.
another show.
Okay, guys,
okay,
we are
okay.
wrapping it up. Toya, you and Connie can have further discussion tonight. She'll tell you what's going on in her life. We will see you guys next Sunday because
love
Mr.
you.
Von Hundley.
Look what she did.
Every time. Mr. Mark, it is a pleasure every time, King, and I thank you so very much for this opportunity.
Let's not forget Julie.
Guys, Julie is called in and held. Did he though?
Hey, he
Julius
held it
gave
down.
us-
He
look,
held it down.
The name of the podcast is Making Them Think, and Julius gave us something to think about. I
That's
love
right.
it.
That's
We
right.
will see you guys next Sunday. Thank you for tuning in to the Making Them Think podcast, where we think outside the block. See you next Sunday.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile